The beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 Count Thursday, live here on our Facebook page. It is Thursday, February 7th, 2019. We are the podcast of the millennium, and we are glad to be with you. Tonight, we have tons to talk about, including is the Dead Man Elite for the brand and jobbing Dean. But first, make sure you check out our home network, ngscsports.com, and their sponsor, who helps sponsor this show, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you will find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. There you will find pillows and stools featuring your favorite sports teams, as well as sets with your kids' favorite cartoon or movie characters, and full body and neck pillows as well. Make sure you log on to ngscsports.com, find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage, and place your order. Boys, how we doing this week? Hey. A fun little fun Patreon pre-show this week.
Yeah, we did a lot of talking.
We didn't do a lot of talking, but it's because we were watching the Double or Nothing announcements live, right. The ticket announcement.
I might still be watching.
Right. So there's a possibility we might have some breaking news throughout this show. So
we already have some.
Oh, we do?
Oh, breaking news, folks.
Hit it. So the last part of the most recent part of the Double or Nothing press conference, the Young Bucks were calling out tag team wrestling, and they made an announcement for the best friends of Chuck Taylor and Trent. But after they left, the Lucha Bros, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, Ray Phoenix,
Yikes. Awesome,
came out and laid out both of the Bung Yucks.
What?
Yeah,
my new favorite tag team in the entire world.
Yeah, Pentagon Jr. hit a package pile driver on Matt on the stage.
Well, I love them.
I know you do.
Show me on the doll where the Young Bucks hurt you.
Point to your heart, Jim.
Right here in the P1 right now.
Right in the P1.
I'm wearing it for those on audio.
Right in my P1.
Right in my P1.
I'm wearing the AJ Styles shirt with the P1 right across my chest.
Right in the P1.
So,
could you be more specific? Because they're kind of all who have the P1 on the front.
That's why I just said an AJ Styles shirt. It's the red and black one.
Nice.
Also, if you have not nominated us today or any day, please do that. Go to WrestlingRadioAwards.com and nominate us for the live show of the year.
You can actually do that right now. We'll wait for you.
Yeah. I mean,
go ahead.
Do it now.
Thanks for your votes.
Yeah, thank you. We'd appreciate that. If you're following along in the live video, make sure you give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a share. We'd appreciate that. Interact with us in the comments, and we will be interactive with you throughout the show. Ariel and Nix, I think we had the exclusive interview drop on the website last week. We have one with Julie Reel coming up at the beginning of March.
Put my chair up. I'm looking at the video. I'm so much taller.
You got Tony Schiavone thing going on right now.
I don't think intern Mark's WCW made it on the site. I will have to kick the webmaster in the balls. Let's talk about independent wrestling shows this week. Actually, before we do that, make sure you head over to 3countthursday.com as sign pointing season is upon us. Follow us on all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or at 3Count Thursday. Our Snapchat, when we use it, we'll probably be using it this Sunday, is I3 Count Thursday. You can get our Patreon page. Like I said, we were discussing the ticket announcement tonight. On the Patreon page, just $2 will get you the bonus content of the pre-show, post-show, and much more. Ryan Hunter,
and that's
Tuesday
$2
night, a month.
A month, not $2 a day or $2.
Yeah, it's a month. That's
right.
really easy.
Really, really easy.
How's the Tuesday night stuff coming?
So good.
And by so good, you mean not well?
Not well, Jim.
Okay. All right, just check
well.
it. Just check it on that.
They've seen better days.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure it has. But
there's nothing to talk about in the world of professional wrestling on a Tuesday.
Ever?
Clear. Well, then we need to think of a new. You need to think of a new gimmick.
Maybe I ought to move it to Wednesday.
Or Wednesday, or just think of a new gimmick. I don't know.
My gimmick is I won't post things on Tuesday.
That's great. That really sells the $2 a month. Sydney, we'll get to your
it.
question here in just a little bit. We also have our merchandise, or What a Maneuver merchandise.
What a maneuver.
Thank you. You can go to what's the Collar and Elbow? Collar and Elbow brand.
Yeah,
Use promo code 3COUNT. Always the number 3. Everything with us is always the number 3. Promo code 3COUNT at Collar and Elbow brand gets you 10% off each and every order. Let's talk about independent wrestling this weekend.
Do it.
Saturday night is one of the February live events and tapings with the Monster Factory down in Paulsboro, New Jersey. All of these links to these shows can be found again on our website, 3countthursday.com, under the upcoming indie shows page. Sunday in Seaford, Delaware, 1CW puts on the Showdown. That's at the Cross Christian Academy. And then the show that I think this is going to be a first. I think all 5 of us are going to be under the same roof.
Might be a first.
For the first time. The entire 3 Count Thursday crew.
We're going to take up a lot of bench.
Yeah, very much. Mucho bench is going to be taken up by the 3 Count Thursday crew. And that is at National Pro Wrestling Day this Sunday afternoon at Tellus 360 in Lancaster, PA.
Tell us, Jim.
The event is, Tellus 360. That's what I'm telling. Tellus 360. Yes,
tell us about it.
That's what I'm doing right now. At Tellus 360 in Lancaster, PA. This is benefiting the R Street Center in Lancaster. It is a free admission. A recommended donation of $10 or more or less if you can only do $1. If you can't do anything, come out and check out the show. But it is for a great cause. This Sunday, does anybody? I lost or forgot, or
it happens.
Let's say forgot. The match list. Do we have any?
So we have Missile Assault Man taking on Juan Francisco de Coronado. We also have
Francisco. That's fun to say.
Yes. We also have Penelope Ford.
I heard Penelope Ford was going to be there.
Yeah, Penelope Ford is going to young upstart Penelope Ford, not to be confused with Penelope Ford.
Booker T.
I feel like you do the Booker T voice and you chose not to do it.
Let me tell you something about this Penelope Ford. I see the 2 picture with the people with the long hair, and I can't tell you who Penelope Ford is.
Who else was in the pic? I'm assuming Joey
Joey
Janela.
Janela.
That's what okay, all right.
Go! Yeah, Booker Man, come on now. We got Penelope Ford taking on Still Life with Apricots and Pears.
Love apricots.
We have a 4-corner tag match with, I believe, the Cyberhawks, the Proteus Wheel, the Bird and the Bee, which is Willow Nightingale and Solo Darling, and
a mystery fourth team.
No, there's a fourth team. I just can't remember the team, but it's going to be a very good tag. It's not indicative of the quality of the match. It's indicative of my brain.
So this isn't like and as we talked to Bryce Remsburg a few weeks ago about this.
Aja Kong is going to be a Double or Nothing.
That's a big thing. Too late now, Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Couldn't even keep it in his pants over here.
Yikes! That was really cool. Officer Warren Barksdale is going to take on the best independent wrestler you've never seen, Hollow Wicked.
Will the cop dog be there?
I don't know what Tellus 360's
with their dog policy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell us.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Okay.
We also have a rivalry that goes back far beyond its years, and a tag team match between the Colony and Fist. So the colony of Green Ant and Thief Ant taking on the team of Tony Deppen and the Golden Grappler Travis Huckabee. And I feel like there's one other match.
So like this is a full card.
And also both that have been asked to be in attendance is both the current Chikara Grand Champion, Mr. Touchdown Mark Angelo Assetti, and the interim champion of Dasher Hatfield.
That's
and
huge.
Kylie Ray has been announced as a member of Double or Nothing.
Kylie Ray.
Ray.
Is this?
Oh, it's too late now.
I'm just going to drop him in. Because I don't have...
That button's going to get worn out tonight, folks.
Sure is.
Dude, make sure you're hitting that share button. Let everybody know you're watching because we're going to be dropping these little like news nuggets all night.
You have no
long.
reason. There's 38,000 people watching the Being the Elite video.
We're not even going to tell you where to watch it.
You don't even need to be there. You need to be
News
here.
nuggets. I like that.
And hear us drop these news bombs.
Exactly.
Love news nuggets. I love chicken nuggets.
Chunkets.
Chicken nuggets are good.
Love chicken nugs.
I love chicken nuggets.
Chicken nug nugs.
Kylie Ray
So this is going to be like a solid
won the first annual
CWA.
Right, championship.
The buzz from them is that they are reforming and coming back.
That's exciting.
I saw
love that.
some things on Twitter. They
Hell yeah.
They kind of cut the fat a little bit, and not us. They didn't cut us.
Literally,
They
a lot
cut,
of fat here.
They cut some of the problem children out, maybe. So
Kylie Ray's so good and underrated.
that may be
Ray.
a chance for me to drop another what a maneuver on the world.
That's
so
What a maneuver.
That's where the what a maneuver came
it
from.
is.
What a maneuver came from.
We're all professional here. It happened during a solo darling match.
It did. It did.
Which is great to bring it all back around.
So whenever you see her do that
Saturday.
move again, you just need to scream, "What a maneuver!"
Oh, if it happens this Sunday,
Yeah, this Sunday.
you better believe it's
But
happening.
bet your bottom dollar. Oh, she
won't
took
say
her.
it.
Yeah,
she took her coat off. Oh
Holy-
my god. She's a woman.
She is.
No, she was wearing a very nice white pea coat.
She's
and
very
she's
attractive.
taking it off.
She really is.
She's very talented as
Let
well.
me slide this in here real quick.
Whoa, easy there.
Before we move on, this Saturday night, if you're not going to the Monster Factory, swing out to New Jersey and check out CZW's 20. They are dropping their Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Oh, that's
this
right.
Weekend as well.
And the
Adam Flash, Messiah, Lufisto, former guest of the show, Sanjay Dutt, and B-Boy, all being
Sanjay
Dutterson, all being inducted into the 2018 class.
Very
the
cool.
CZW Hall of Fame.
Very, very cool. Yeah,
Plus
definitely.
some ultra-violent fun.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Sure it is.
Always a good time. Also, this week,
Maybe one of these weeks we can hit each other with light tubes on the show, just in honor of CZW.
I think
that's going to be a hard pass.
We're going to pass?
I think that's when intern Mark comes.
That's
I
an
think-
intern
I
Mark?
think-
that's.
I think he told me that,
Yeah.
that was his department.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll find a light tube. Will you find intern Mark?
Does he still have his deal? Like, can he still get him on the cheap?
What?
The tubes?
Light tubes? Well, yeah. What happens is they burn out in Chocolate World up in Hershey, and they just give them to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how he gets them.
But we
They think he's throwing them away. But
we got some mail this week, boys.
I love when people say
oh, hold on. We have another female coming.
Oh, hold on. The lights are flashing, Jim. Oh, my God. It's Stephanie McMahon. Oh, no, it's not.
Whoever Nyla Rose.
Oh, shit.
is.
Nyla Rose.
No
Rose.
shit.
Yeah.
Former guest of the show.
Okay.
The native beast, Nyla
Before
Rose.
me, but that was pre me.
That was
That was
pre-Tim.
preview. Yeah.
Yeah, Nyla Rose.
She used to be heavy around this area. Like,
Yeah.
on a lot of shows around this area.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow.
She's a fucking beast.
Yeah, she is a monster.
She's about to drop Kylie Ray right here.
She might eat Kylie Ray.
Just a spoiler. She's gonna drop her right here.
It's not going to be
she's
good.
probably just gonna shake
Kylie
her
Ray.
hand.
Kylie Ray extending the hand for the right hand of Christian
That's
Fellowship.
not going to end well.
That did not happen.
I've actually called a few Nyla Rose matches.
Chief Brandy Officer Brandy Rhodes is stepping
Brandy,
in.
see what he did there?
That's her shirt.
Oh.
She was a Chief Brandy Officer.
We're going to wear this soundboard out tonight.
Yeah, we are. I still need to get a touchscreen monitor. That,
You sure do. Huh?
I'm working on it.
You know what would help that?
Patreon.com
We'll
/
buy that
Week on
monitor.
Thursday.
$2 at a time.
Always a number.
Whatamaneuver.net.
Yeah. Collar and elbow brand.
Yes. All of those
Use
things.
the promo
All
code
of those
3
things.
count for 10% off your order.
But we got some.
Oh my
God.
Sunglasses.
We got some mail this week.
I don't know how much that's going to keep the sun out, Tim.
I mean,
I think they're just glasses.
Yeah, they're
no, they're not glasses because there's no glass.
Well, they're not. They wouldn't be sunglasses either.
And they're sunshades.
But it's not going to stop the sun at all.
They're like
It's
Then
gonna
they're just-
stop it.
they're
they're like blinds. They're like blinds for your eyes.
It's like that meme
Like
with
a
the guy from The
horse?
Office.
I look good. God damn it!
Who said you don't look good?
Huh?
No. Nobody did.
But nobody said you didn't look good either, though.
No, but I'm just seeing myself on the video.
You'll like the way you look.
Yeah, Men's Warehouse.
This is gonna make it interesting trying to read shit tonight, though.
Imagine if it were me and I have to take these eyeballs off and I can't see
Imagine Dragons.
diddly poo without
All right,
my
so
glasses.
since we did the since we're talking about the AEW Double or Nothing announcement,
You look ridiculous.
I do. I absolutely
you look like
ridiculous.
a blueberry.
I look ridiculous.
I love blueberries.
Never got it.
Rich in antioxidants.
They are delicious. Lou says I look great. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate
Lou.
that, man.
You know what? Lou's a good guy.
Since we're talking about the ticket announcement party, there was some buzz this week on the Twitters.
I love
Can I
Twitter
find it?
buzzes.
I don't even know where. Oh, there we go. On Tuesday, rumors began circulating that a big-time WWE superstar had been offered an outstanding offer by the AEW. The offer is reportedly almost too good to turn down. And then Sydney asked about this in the comments. That it was also being reported by some wrestling news outlets that Randy Orton is open to speak with AEW, but there was no confirmation on who the star in this. I got to take these things off.
I don't blame you.
Ooh, that's difficult. I know I look even more ridiculous now, but there's no confirmation if Orton is the one in the that's the major star in that discussion.
Sure.
If it is, it makes all the sense in the world
All the sense. And here's why.
because he is still tight with Cody.
Him and Toady.
Toady?
Him and Toady are kite. That's what they call each other.
Toady codes.
Toady codes.
Toady and him and Toady are kite? Is that what you just said?
They're
Yeah.
kites.
They
They
fly,
fly
kites.
together.
Are you okay?
High as shit.
Okay. Sure you are. Sure you are.
But also the fact Randy is of a certain age. He's getting there.
Wrong side of 30.
Wrong side of 30. Been doing the wrestling thing for about a grip now.
I mean, put it this way: when I was
15 years,
it's been a long time because my
long
sophomore year of college, which would have been 2014, so 15 years ago.
Probably the last time we smoked weed.
You mean 2004?
It's been a long
Yes,
time.
2004.
Jeez Louise.
My girlfriend at the time would allow me to watch wrestling so she could watch Randy Orton.
Allow you?
Well, yeah,
To watch
she was a bitch.
Do you have a whip sound on that soundboard, Jim?
I don't think I do, but true or false, Ryan? You knew we go back even before college.
We go back
She
a
was a
long,
bitch.
long time. She was a
She was-
good-looking bitch.
but a bitch.
She was
just a royal bitch. So, yeah. So she enjoyed.
So you got rid of a princess?
No, she was.
You said she was royalty.
Look, I'm gonna.
I didn't say she was a
we haven't
royalty.
dropped this word, I don't think, on the show once.
No. Are you gonna?
Okay, never
You're not.
mind.
Yeah, but it's
She was a royal.
yes, she was. She absolutely was. I agree.
What
And-
about
censored.
next Tuesday?
Huh? I'll see you
See
then.
ya. Yeah. Yeah. There's not a lot of words that we actually
We
censor.
it should have been next Thursday.
Oh, that is yeah.
This Thursday starts with the T too.
Yeah.
We're so good at what we do. Why do people ever listen to us? Christ.
You know my favorite type of
Patreon.com.
type of dancing is
Lap dancing?
crump dancing.
Kind
Kind of sounds like it, right?
It's kind of.
We're beating around the bush.
I mean, she wasn't the biggest baseball fan, but her favorite play was a bunt. Let me just say that.
Not even
Someone's
a
trying to
squeeze,
squeeze.
bunt. Not even
No,
a squeeze
no.
bunt. Just.
Yeah. No
She's
squeezing.
the type.
No squeezing.
She's the
just
type
bunting.
of. She's the type of broad to bunt on 2 strikes, right?
Probably.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, fucking bitch. So if it's not Orton, who do you think would be major enough for these news outlets to pick up on major star and like how much do you do you think this offer? I mean, Chris Jericho has already said that he's getting paid more in AEW than he's ever been paid before.
Okay,
like
let's talk about that.
Okay, what?
It's the talk of it's the game of semantics that Eric Bischoff likes to play.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting paid more because he's getting paid
Per appearance
and less dates.
Okay.
His contracts with WWE are probably bigger, but there's more dates.
Okay.
So we're looking at it somebody that makes X amount salary and has to work whatever.
Right, as opposed to
an hourly employee that gets paid by the hour for the work that they do.
Yep.
Correct. I mean, I left a salary job to take the job that I have, and I make more now per hour than I would have ever at the salary job where I had to log many more. So I get the semantics of that.
Right. And one thing he did that we do know is that he was getting $100K per New Japan appearance. So it's at least more than that. Which is solid. Like, so
well, the cons are worth like $525,600 billion.
They're worth a lot of money.
They're worth a lot.
I'm really tired of seeing that analogy, though. Like, oh, they're worth so much money, and then Vince can't compete. It's not like Vince is like paying for the WWE out of Vince's pockets. Like, Vince runs a publicly shared corporation.
Right.
Like,
right.
This is like, it doesn't really matter what the cons are, where the cons have the money. I mean, the Sinclairs have a shitload of money too.
Sure.
And could make Ring of Honor. I mean, the Sinclairs could have been doing what they're doing right now,
and
if they chose to.
And I mean, we'll
with
get
that money,
right? And we'll get there. But the WWE is not hurting financially.
Oh no, we'll definitely
in
get there.
any form or fashion. Which of course came out today. Like is there a guy that on the WWE roster right now? And I mean, obviously, like we're not going to go Triple H, say something like
right, obviously.
But like, what name to you would stick out if it's not Randy Orton?
I was going to say Randy Orton.
that you could see this news being strewn about.
That's a good question. I mean, it could be multiple people. I think there are WWE people that are like Braun Strowman. I don't think is ever going to be a threat to leave the E.
And at least not in the short term. I don't think like Rollins isn't going anywhere. Reigns isn't going anywhere.
It could be AJ Styles.
It could be. There's been a lot of buzz about him this week. Like he denied having a new contract, and then he denied being injured, and it's like there's a lot of buzz going on there. I know we discussed, I think it was back in October, November, that AJ's deal was coming up, and that at least at that point he hadn't started discussing. Discussing a new deal, and again,
he's got the he currently has an extension until end of April.
Okay, and here's the thing too is some of this stuff
rumored to have an extension until the end of April.
Some of this stuff I think that is being discussed in these terms of, so and so is talking to AEW, so and so may be going to AEW. I also think some of that may be guys that have contracts coming up that are leveraging for more money.
Yes, sir.
Which, I mean, is entirely possible. Like Randy Orton saying, yeah, I'll talk to AEW.
The current crop of WWE stars have not had the opportunity to bargain or haggle for more money.
Yeah. And
because there hasn't been another show.
No,
really,
there hasn't been the opportunity until now.
Right.
So
here's the deal. It's not the end of the world if that happens.
No.
Like,
it just
the WWE lost Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and turned out, I mean,
and
they had a run
more,
for their money for sure, but turned out okay.
And they struggled.
They did.
They struggled a lot too.
And then they found themselves. They also didn't have NXT at that point.
That's true.
Right. And NXT UK and all of that. So
today's WWE is significantly stronger than that. The Igo Pro WWE.
Let's get Matt in here. I think we got Matt on the line with us. Matt, how you doing this week, buddy?
Happy birthday, Matt.
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Doing well. Good to have you back. Were you sick last week or you were away last week?
Sick of your shit, Jim.
I was away last week. I was
Okay.
out in Philly.
Couldn't remember.
Speaking of which, congratulations to Philly. A big day for 76ers basketball the last couple of days with the trades.
Correct.
Yes, big trades, Jim. Let's talk about them, Jim.
Do we have to?
No, we don't.
I didn't want to bring it up to the other guys. I wanted to talk to the guy who actually follows ball a little bit.
Yeah, they signed LeBron James today.
No, they didn't.
They signed Michael Jordan today.
They got rid of Markelle Fultz today.
They got rid of Markelle Fultz today. That was my next guess, Tim.
Sure.
Did Scottie Pippen get traded anywhere today?
Pippen upgraded to the Jello line from the pudding line.
Oh.
At the old
Would you call that an upgrade?
I was gonna say, man, like don't get me wrong, I like Jello, I like pudding, but to me, pudding greater than cider.
No, the pudding is sweetened with Splenda. There, it's not good.
Oh, okay, is that what it is?
It's the big difference.
We're a
Well,
hard.
wouldn't the Jello be sweetened with Splenda as
No,
well?
they use no. They use regular Jello, which is pre-sweetened with sugar.
Well, that seems counterproductive.
When in Rome.
When in
Yeah,
Rome.
when in
Yeah, so
Chicago retirement home.
I think, and I had a little bit of fun the other day on the Twitter page, but I think
On the Twitter.
I think we're going to see a lot of.
Look, Derek said Larry Bird's back. Did the Sixers pick up Bird?
Sure.
Cool.
Nice. I think over the next few months, especially leading up to Double or Nothing, I think we're going to see a lot of so and so is leaving, so and so is talking with AEW. Like I think there's almost every guy on the WWE roster is going to be rumored to be going to AEW at some point in the next few months.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the 3 Count Thursday Twitter page actually began dabbling in some of the rumors with WWE talent and AEW.
We did.
Do you want to share what that was if anybody hasn't seen that? Like, this is kind of a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Here's the big announcement.
Oh, hold on. We got breaking news here. Not yet, though. There's a clock down.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
It's official. Kenny Kenny Omega.
That may not have been Kenny Omega.
There's only a certain number of people who pose
Silhouette.
with their finger like a gun aiming at the screen.
Is he coming out now?
He is on his way.
It could be Gordy Boggs.
Yep, Gordy Boggs. It could be the one, the only, the Gordy Boggs.
There he is in the hoodie.
Yeah, who is that in the hoodie?
Oh, that's
Get
just
out
some
of
random
there.
guy in the picture.
Lens
And some
lights.
guy just
Let's see.
There
People are excited.
is- There's there's the Omega Man.
There it is. Well, I thought he was debuting at the Rumble.
He's an executive vice president too.
Oh, well, that's why they got him.
Oh, that's like cheating.
Right.
Like there was obviously there was no chance he was going to WWE then.
He was like, we could put you in NXT, bro.
That's so cool. So there's 4 executive vice presidents of All Elite Wrestling. Are they just giving these titles out?
They are. They are.
Well, I mean, it's like, well, I mean, co-hosts. We got 4 of them if Mark ever shows up.
Sure. He's an intern. He's not a co-host.
Yeah, but if he's here, we can call him a co-host.
No, he's the
Just
intern.
Strooning names about.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Kenny Omega officially a part of the All Elite Wrestling.
Yes, and I think that was
It's no surprise.
yeah, no surprise.
No surprise, but still very good to have
Cool
that
to be official.
conformed.
And we broke it to you live now.
We absolutely did. Yeah, so I just think over the next few months we're going to see a lot of there's going to be a lot of stuff
Scuttlebutt
out there about guys going to AEW, guys talking to AEW. Like we just
like the scuttlebutt of Kenny Omega to the WWE.
Right, exactly.
Half of it's going to be
we,
wrong.
We got a scoop. We did get a scoop this week.
Two
about,
scoops
about one Max Moon.
Oh, did you
One
hear about
Max
this?
Moon may be going.
Yeah, but is it like Conan Max Moon or is it like Paul Diamond Max Moon? Like
No,
you
like
need to-
Max Moon in gimmick.
I mean,
Like
like
Max Moon. Max
Yeah,
Moon.
but which one?
No, there is only Max Moon. What do you mean? There's multiple. Are you gonna tell me there's multiple Doinks next?
and that
Have you ever
but
been hit over the head with a chair?
but he has to complete Dr. Willie's final stage at WrestleMania. If he loses the final stage, then
it's not gonna happen.
Then he will not be all elite. And I forget the other one. We had another one, right?
I thought we did a yes. There it is.
Yes, Mr. America. Mr. America in negotiation with AEW. So we might want to watch out for that one. I mean, the shots across the board between
it could be,
between the Huckster and Mr. America and company to company. I mean, it's gonna get heated, folks.
Yeah.
Lou's now telling me there were 5 Ultimate Warriors. Okay, big guy.
Dude, I've still had like arguments with people at work about the WrestleMania 8 Ultimate Warrior.
Really?
Yeah. They swear to me. They're like I go, just a haircut, right? Like the guy just got a haircut and he had to stop doing steroids.
Steroids. All of them, actually.
Like they all had to stop. And he's like, no, that one, the original one died, man. And then like
the original.
I'm like, what?
Papa Shango got to him.
He got. Well, no, that was after WrestleMania.
Oh, shit, that would have been after,
because
right.
he returned at 8. I still love WrestleMania 8 when you compare it to WrestleMania 7 because you had Warrior beat Savage in the career match, and then a year later, Savage is winning the WWE title and Ultimate Warrior's returning. Like even me at like how old was I? think I was like 8 years old at that point. Was like, what? I don't think something doesn't seem right.
Good
I don't know if my voice was ever that high.
You just came out. You just came busting out of the womb. Like,
I came out the womb like,
hey, Mom.
I want some milk. Thirsty. I'm thirsty.
Fucking Barry White shit.
But yeah, if Orton go like, and that's the thing too is and I think,
I'd love to see Orton out of the WWE. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's good for. I think it'd be good for both rosters. It adds a name that's going to pull people in to AEW, but it's also going to free up a big spot for somebody else in the WWE. Sure. So like
I'm going to be excited to see like name wise what they're going to have to do with that. Like, does WWE have Randy Orton?
That's his real name.
I know it's his real name.
Then he can use it.
He could use it again, but they wouldn't be able to use the Viper.
He couldn't be the Viper. They
could be the
use
Python.
The
They
snake.
couldn't use RKO. They couldn't.
Okay. So it would have to be like some sort of
Here's
cutter.
another person.
Oh, we have an entranceway shot here. Who could it be?
What is this?
We're ready for breaking news, Jim. Get ready for it.
Why? Getting ready.
Is it? I can't. I have not turned the volume up.
Whoop! It's thinking.
So
It's
it
thinking.
may.
It's thinking. Who could it be?
If it's Chris Jericho, it's not news.
If it's Chris.
Oh
Jericho,
yeah, I mean
It's Chris Jericho, so it's not news.
this isn't even news, Tim.
You disrespectful, stupid idiot.
I mean, it's still newsworthy. I mean, it's
to
Chris
some on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going out to confront the
You
Kenny
know what?
Omega.
You know what?
Certified Jericho mark right here.
If you told him that you were a Jericho mark, he'd tell you to lose the gut.
He would, and then I would tell him to do the same.
And then he would call you a stupid idiot.
Which is all I would want.
Nikolai Volkov told Jim how to lose 40 pounds.
Yeah,
real
no
quick.
shit. Yeah.
Told him to chop his head off. You can lose the 40 pounds. Chop your
That's
head
not
off.
a joke either. That
I know,
was
it's not. It's a dead
that
truth.
was down at the Pritchard, Bruce and Conrad down at Jimmy's
That was
Seafood.
so horrible.
We were talking to people afterwards, and obviously Nikolai was there, and yeah, he told me I could cut my head off and lose 40 pounds.
You were there? You didn't like it?
Yeah, I was there.
You didn't like
He
it?
meant Nikolai singing, I think, was
The show
Oh, that
too.
was
The show was fine. The Volkov was worse.
yeah. The Volkov was
Yeah.
rough.
Oh, it's a pull apart.
Ooh, so we're gonna get Alpha versus Omega 3,
Yeah, looks like
which
it.
is fine.
I can't believe nobody's fallen in the pool yet. I'm not going to lie. That's really what I'm hoping for.
Does it have glass over the pool?
No.
Okay, just
Is that a
curious.
thing?
Some of the pools
I
do.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I think at like some resorts like that, they'll
There's
have it
BJ Whitmer.
so you can have like big parties and people can dance over the pool.
Dumb.
Yeah, no shit. Louis asked a good question. He said, "Would Bray Wyatt leaving do anything for us?"
Possibly.
I mean, here's the deal. Like we've heard for at least a month that he's reinventing or something like that. He was at the Starrcade House show as the original gimmick.
That's right.
And then there was all this talk that he was reinventing, and nothing has happened. And it's a fucking shame, dude. Like, that guy is so good. So if he can go there, and obviously he's not going to be able to be Bray Wyatt, but if he can kind of, take the gimmick, I'm fine with it. Or if he just goes and is something different there.
Wyatt Brayson.
If Willie Rotunda, Wyndham Rotunda, Windy Rotunda can go and be successful there, by all means, dude. Like,
you're a slightly out of shape tax man.
Kenny Omega is right now doing my least favorite thing with any podium microphone.
Oh no!
He is holding the podium mic.
No.
And now he's trying to take the mic off of the podium because he can't. He doesn't trust the microphone. He's like, I don't know.
They were having mic issues.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm just gonna touch the microphone.
Doesn't like when you do that. Stop it.
Stop it. I hate both of you so much, Matt. I thank you for not being able to do what Tim's doing.
Hold on.
Tim, I hate you. I hate you so much right now. Could we,
Matt?
I'm here.
Maybe I think Matt died. Matt.
No, I'm here. I'm waiting for Tim to do his Booker T impression again.
Oh, he missed it earlier. Oh, you didn't miss it earlier.
Yeah, I was talking about Penelope Ford earlier.
Penelope, what a fucking idiot. I love it.
Yeah, man, Penelope Ford. I hope Kenny Omega gets pushed into the pool right here. That'd be really great. God. Make him do a cannonball. Fave 5
here's
cannonball.
the deal. Like,
there his glass on and he just slides across.
I understand that Penelope may not be the most used name in 2019
or ever,
but like Penelope.
Like,
Penelope.
Yo, my favorite fruit is cantaloupe. So,
is that like a pineapple crossed with a cantaloupe?
Yeah.
A Penelope?
Probably. Or like a panda and an antelope.
Like how...
So I think, all of this being said, I think Penelope or Penelope, both now, are both in the running for my future daughter's name.
Penelope.
Probably
That's
Penelope.
solid. If it's not Penelope, I'm really going to be disappointed.
And congratulations on the reveal. And I heard that you were starting a registry, and you had asked for somebody. I think, Jim, you had recommended diapers.
Yes.
I had recommended a 3CT onesie. I think she needs to go on the registry.
If I don't get a 3CT onesie from any of the four of you, then I will be thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah.
So what I just heard is that he needs one from all of us.
All of us.
Right?
Because the kid's going to spin up a lot.
That is true.
I need two from each of you. I mean, there's 7 days in the week, and we need that one.
Look, there is.
Spare one for like the.
Well, you can put her in the Notre Dame one that day.
All right. Let's let the Patreon blow up a little more first, and then we'll talk about
we do have a thing called
double
budget
onesies.
Here,
yeah,
and it's a very small thing. It's the only small thing about 3 Count Thursday.
Hey!
What? Talking about penis size?
There's some.
Yeah, the P1.
Point him a P1.
Don't point him a P1.
I gotta find it. I gotta roll everything back. Find my P1.
Oop.
Jesus Christ.
Off the rails.
Completely off the rails. All right, let's loop back to Raw and SmackDown from this week.
No me gusta, man.
What, just neither show was good? Or you didn't watch?
I watched Raw. I did not get a chance to watch SmackDown.
I caught a little bit of SmackDown.
But I'm not pleased with the big thing.
The Becky suspension.
I'm not pleased with the fact that, so what Becky is going through now is what every NXT fan goes through when their favorite gets called up to the WWE. It's like Becky made herself into this really great character, and now, for whatever reason, she's now just attacking McMahon's. Out of nowhere.
Why wouldn't that be what happens? That is the tried and true thing that works.
But her beef, she already has the match with Ronda lined up.
Right.
Stephanie, by attacking Stephanie, it makes Stephanie the face and Becky the heel, because all Stephanie wants to do is get Becky cleared to have the WrestleMania match.
Right.
That's it. And Becky's like, no, and punches her in the face.
I don't think it makes her a heel.
Yeah.
It makes her Stone Cold Steve Austin with tits.
Yeah, but Stephanie hasn't done a single thing to Becky to hold her down.
Absolutely was. She was threatening.
She was trying to take her moment away.
You can't
By
have your
telling
moment
her-
unless you go to the doctors, and my doctor says you're okay. Like it's literally, in my opinion, a Stone Cold Steve Austin and a Daniel Bryan. You can't wrestle.
But she has a knee.
Everybody.
We all
knees.
have knees.
Like she has.
Well,
a
Zach
knee,
Allen
she
has
has a
knee.
knee injury.
Zach Allen. That's
Like-
us.
And also, the tension between Austin and McMahon spanned months.
Oh, I'm not saying that they're doing it right, but that's what I read into it. It is girl McMahon Austin.
It's a wrong move, and I'm gonna be so mad if the angle is here. Hey, pal. Haha, I know you wanted Ronda, but we're gonna give you an upgrade. How would you like to face the inventor of women's wrestling, Stephanie McMahon, at WrestleMania, Becky?
No, I don't think that's where we're getting. I think we get there later on.
I at this point, I have no faith, man.
I think we're getting that later on. I think because of what we saw, and we can kind of tie the two shows together because this storyline obviously bled over into SmackDown Live, which Scotty was at. Welcome into the show, Scotty and Chris.
Y'all talking about Scottie Pippen. That's the Scotty we need to talk about.
I think we're getting Charlotte added to the match. And I think that we saw that on Tuesday with Charlotte's opening promo and kind of injecting herself into this whole situation. Like I don't see us getting to Steph. What the hell is buzzing like a motherfucker?
He's getting notifications. He's still with the inside scoops here, folks.
I don't think we get to Stephanie Becky at WrestleMania. I think we get the triple threat at WrestleMania, which protects Ronnie from getting pinned or whatnot. And then I think we get to Stephanie Becky down the line, SummerSlam-ish.
That's what I hate, because I feel like it's been a year now. I don't know if you have to protect Ronnie after a year. Like, it's okay to lose a match every once in a while.
It is.
And I feel like Ronnie could lose there.
I don't like that we're getting the triple threat. I really don't. Like, this was the match we were going to get at Survivor Series. That match got Nia Jaxed. And now, now we had the perfect opportunity to have it at WrestleMania one-on-one. Like, and I understand them wanting to get as many of the players as on the biggest show and all of that, but like,
put them in the
Charlotte versus Asuka.
Right
there, you go. You want
that was the dark match at the SmackDown.
You want Charlotte you want Charlotte in a title match at WrestleMania. Charlotte versus Asuka. Keep Ronda Becky as Ronda Becky. Like, that's the match.
Yeah,
that's all I'm asking for.
I agree. I agree with. That's all I want.
Yeah,
and I want nothing more. And I think keeping her off TV makes people want it more. Like, that was just my thoughts of it. Like, that I didn't read into them like,
you know what, I'm gonna
burying her.
You know what I'm gonna get for WrestleMania? A crushed soul.
Yeah.
I feel like we usually get crushed souls for WrestleMania. Like, I feel like most years we get crushed souls for WrestleMania.
Yeah. Will there be Fastlane? Maybe we can get the triple threat at Fastlane.
There will be a Fastlane.
Yeah, there's the Elimination Chamber, and then there's a
get rid of it at
Fastlane.
I do need to get a car sound. But yeah, I think this definitely does have the Austin McMahon feel to it. Like, that's exactly what it is. And like, regardless of booking style, like, Becky is getting cheered through this. Like, Stephanie's always going to be like the evil boss that is trying to ruin everything. Triple H is trying to be the evil boss, which, like, that face to face on SmackDown was cool. Like, and again, we're getting those blurred lines of, obviously Becky smacks Triple H. Like, is he going to hit back? Sort of a thing. Like, which I do like that we've kind of bridged that gap a bit.
Sure. It's a good gap to bridge.
Now, like, I've also seen reports now that Triple H may not be ready for Mania, so I don't know what's going to happen there.
It's probably because he's in talks with All Elite.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's faking the injury.
Shit.
To go to.
I mean, that's a pretty bold move for him.
Yeah, well, they
move,
promised
Cotton. See if it works out for him.
They promised him an executive vice president role. So,
well, he knows how to do that at least. Devin does not like Fastlane either, Ryan. So you got a friend there.
I sure do. I feel like me and Devin are the only ones.
we already established that Tim was making the fast lane sound until we got an actual car sound.
Meow. Meep, meep.
That totally threw me off.
It sure did. Chris brought this up a little bit earlier, and it was just released today. It looks like the main event of A Night to Remember up in Harrisburg.
Yes.
Did you see this announcement?
Yeah.
Sean Carr versus the returning Eddie Smooth. So that's super
that
exciting.
match should be fantastic.
It
really should.
That'll be one to write home about for sure.
And we're calling the action on that one. I believe.
I thought we were. Though.
I believe.
I feel like we were.
I feel like we are. So
who is we?
3 Count Thursday. We.
Is that an all we?
Well, I mean, like you can't have like a 5. We'll discuss.
Yes, we can.
We'll discuss. This
If 3 hours of Nitro had 12 people, they can blow the budget and bring out all the boys.
We can.
Wait a minute.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
But that's in May in Harrisburg at the farm show.
What day is that? Do you know?
May.
You don't have. There's no date yet.
No, there is a date. I just don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay, well, it's not the second Saturday.
Ooh, Chris says we need to get another Weinberg interview. There might be something to that in the future.
Yeah. There may be some stuff. We can try and get Andy back on the show. I mean, we're the damn podcast of the year, for God's sakes.
We are.
So we'll look at that. Going back to Raw and obviously Becky.
May 11th.
There we go.
Sorry, guys, I'm out.
Thanks, Chris. Second week of second Saturday. Yeah.
Scotty. Because you were watching the All In RL Elite press conference. We were breaking news as we were live, so we were covering matches. And we even hit some on the Patreon. So the Patreon subscribers, again, patreon.com/3CountThursday, for just $2 a month or more. There's multiple tiers, but just $2 we'll get you the pre-show, post-show where we were covering that.
Yeah, I figured
live
the
as
next
things
tier,
were
but
happening.
the next tier you get all the information.
Right,
plus
you
like
get
a prize
you
pack.
get the shout out, you get the pre-show, post-show, and then you get stuff.
I know it's like at least an autographed 8x10 or card. You get some shit and we'll send it to you.
Yes.
We'll take care of the postage. So definitely worth it to pick up some swag, some stickers, maybe some playing cards. Maybe we'll throw a DVD. Who knows what we'll give you?
Yeah, there's stuff. You'll get stuff every month.
Stuff and things.
A big Jim Kiss card.
I don't think that's a thing. Oh, ew, weird.
Ew, that did sound
Kiss
weird.
her on her moist, wet lips.
Thought you were gonna go with something else. Thanks for keeping it PG.
So Ronda's booking is so weird at this point because, when she's talking to Becky, she's being like the badass bitch, like that we would assume Ronda Rousey should be. Yeah. And then like her music hits and she comes out and she's all happy, smiling, and like hugging kids. Like,
and only showing love to one side of the aisle.
That's true.
She's very
if you're on camera side, sorry.
Everybody on the side.
Here I have this thing for you. I can't get it out. There we go.
You would think that she make it so that she can grab it.
Just right. She struggles with it every
Jim's
week.
trying to make a point. I'm sorry.
I wish that they would just.
I mean, she tucks it in there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just fucking
No,
with you.
go ahead.
No, that was it.
No,
that was
go
it.
ahead.
I knew it would
go
piss
ahead.
you off.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna sit in quiet now.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you want to say? I hate all of you. I feel like the minute I go to say something, you're just gonna fuck. Actually, I can prevent that from happening. I just wish they would figure out what they want Ronnie to be. Be good, be bad. I don't give a shit. Just pick one. Pick one. Damn it. You're still alive, Tim.
Okay, because I was going to be the one who was going to talk. I wasn't sure if you
Yeah.
me or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he debated me.
Isn't it your job to pick now in today's WWE?
Yeah, we're in charge.
Like, I get that, but like I feel like I have a hard time picking when they give me two versions. Like, I'm happy with one. I don't like the other one. Like,
You don't like Smiley Happy.
I don't like Smiley Happy Ronda.
But
Like,
you want badass Ronda.
Yes, because it was fine at first. Like, overwhelmed
Happy to
by
be
the moment.
here. I love it.
Right.
Happy. That's fine. Like a year ago, that's fine. Like now, yeah, right. The awkward pointing. Like now, be a badass. You have the switch should be flipped at this point.
You know what I think would help her be a badass?
What's that?
Losing a match. Like to rekindle that fire.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pissed. I thought I was the shit. Nobody could touch me. I got
yeah,
one
but when
up,
she
and now
loses
I'm
a match
pissed.
and she leaves.
Oh, that's fair. That's
So,
a good point. I mean, she's not Brock, but they're close enough. Here's the deal. And this is going to sound dumb, but I was watching Raw, and I was like, God.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dumb to
That
me.
does sound, yeah. I could use Ronda Rousey half the time that we give her. I don't think Ronda needs to be on every show.
I agree.
Maybe that's because I have the mentality of Brock Lesnar not being on every show, but I think there's enough talent there
Yeah, but you
that
can't
you
compare
don't
those
need to
two.
have your champion on every single show wrestling, especially if it's not
shallow
for,
and
like,
pedantic.
It is. I know you said it too, but it makes sense.
I think it. You know, not that we shouldn't have it.
He's looking at us.
We shouldn't have it as part. We shouldn't have a title as part time as the Universal title is.
I'm not turning my back on you.
What the hell is happening right now? I'm so confused.
I'm
This
just- I
show
like
is
getting
just.
an eye line sight of all you boys.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
that's
just so
fair.
fucking
Yeah, that's
confusing.
I watch myself sometimes and I just stare, and then I'll just randomly like look up or look down, and I look totally bald with the short hair.
You are. Well,
You are balder than I am, you motherfucker.
I think we have.
But I look totally
I
bald in
think
that
we
video.
have similar levels of hair. My hair is just lighter.
That could be.
I
I feel like I feel like I'm getting a little spot back
and
here.
I have enough hair for all three
For
of
all
us.
of us.
That you and Matt has a good head
Matt's
of
got
hair.
Matt,
Mark
you're-
has a good head of hair.
Your hairline's strong above your forehead, right? It's not receding yet.
Not yet, no.
You have not Sasha Banksed it yet. And yeah, and in turn, Mark. I mean, the eldest of all of us.
Yeah, I think his is thinning, but it's still a lot there.
Yeah, it's still definitely. Yeah, Tim's mane is definitely much better.
There's so much of it.
Trying to backtrack here on some comments, Scotty. We do not have any plans to make a St. Patty's Day shirt, but you can use our promo code over at Collar and Elbow and pick their badass St. Patty's Day shirt up.
The word is 3 count. It's going to
Yes.
save you 10%.
The number, well, it's the number 3 and then the word count.
Oh, correct. Yes.
See what I did?
Oh, 3. Number. Got
Count.
it.
Apparently, Collar and Elbow got a cease and desist for their WrestleMania shirt.
I had heard that.
Remember last year?
Yeah.
That, well, I mean,
It was
you can't just steal the design. Like WWE pays a lot of money for like that.
I mean, the colors are kind of.
No, that it was
It was exactly the same. I'm saying, but like the color scheme is very New Orleans, like
Yes.
the Mardi Gras color scheme. So I think you're okay doing the
Oh,
colors.
you can do the
but
colors. Like
you straight up stole that. and just
WWE
put
did.
collar
Yeah,
and elbow over
WWE
it.
did not design the color purple. They did not create the color purple or the color green or the color yellow.
Are you sure?
Wasn't that a movie, Matt?
The color
Color yellow?
green.
The color purple.
Color purple, yeah. And a book.
Was there one the color green?
Till you do right by me.
You're thinking of the big green.
Ah, that's not what I was thinking.
Or the Green Mile. Or
The Big Green. That's the soccer movie, right? With the goat.
Correct.
Oh,
look
look
at
at
this.
Ryan.
Look
Look at Ryan, the cinnamon.
I don't know.
Wow, I love cinnamon too.
What just happened?
God damn.
Siskel,
Green Mile. Green Mile is one of my favorite
Siskel and
movies.
Ebert over here.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I gave the Big Green 0 thumbs up.
But yeah, like the WrestleMania logo is a created and designed entity of the WWE. So
You don't say.
yeah, it's so like this year the Statue of Liberty logo. Like you probably don't want to make a shirt
I can't
using
blame
that
them.
direct logo.
But they have an awesome Irish Whip shirt over on Colin.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you want a St. Patty's Day 3 count shirt, just use the promo code 3 count at Collar and Elbow brand.
My favorite thing right now, and this is my favorite thing for the last couple of years, is that since WrestleMania 30, I've always called the WrestleManias not by their number, but by the logo.
WrestleMania Sunshine, WrestleMania.
So WrestleMania 30 was WrestleMania Dino Bravo.
Okay, that's fair. I accept that.
Yes.
WrestleMania 31 was WrestleMania Play.
Yep.
WrestleMania 32 was WrestleMania Star, because that was Dallas. WrestleMania 33 was WrestleMania Sunshine. WrestleMania 34 was WrestleMania Dino Bravo 2.
That's because he's French Canadian.
Yeah.
Right.
And this one, I have dubbed WrestleMania Liberty.
Oh, I like
Liberty,
that.
I like that. I
Very
like
good.
Liberty. That's solid.
WrestleMania Dino Bravo 2. He was like
He was a Canadian strongman. or
He
something,
did.
right?
Oh yeah, he was like
Very
He
dead.
got connected with the mob, I think, and was
like
shot up a
for,
lot.
for like transporting cigarettes. He got Swiss cheese, man. Like,
he was living life in the fast lane. Meep meep.
Wow.
Meep meep.
Oh, Jesus.
I will never get tired of that.
Don't the Eagles have a song like "Life in the Fast Lane" or something like that?
Yes, Life in the. Yeah,
that would be.
Well done. Look at you just pulling.
I know. Look at this.
Whoop, whoop.
Life in the what?
In the fast lane.
Meep.
Wait, no. The only. Oh, I thought you were doing. Okay, I took that to a bad place.
Oh, what, the Dino Bravo joke?
Yeah,
that was a drive-by. Yeah,
right. But why are you doing drive-by sounds?
I said fast lane.
Well, but we can only talk.
Every time you say it, I have to do it, right?
Until you get a sound effect.
Right, I understand.
Congratulations, this is new Bob.
I mean, Matt is the promoter of the promoter.
Bob.
The producer of the show. Matt speaks. We do it.
Has happened to this show. At one point, we were almost professional.
Hey, we have a run sheet.
We do.
Sure.
We've gotten a couple things done.
We've hit a few things on that.
We jumped ahead. We've already covered the AEW stuff.
We did.
Right. We talked about
Scotty
shows.
asks.
He's
Scotty!
bald.
And
he doesn't have any hair. Poor guy.
Well, I mean,
Scott, is that by choice or did you just lose it? I'm just curious.
Scotty asks, who do we think the Hall of Fame headliner will be this year?
Tatanka.
Ludwig Borga. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, and I don't want to say I don't care, but I'm ready to just wait for it. Like this year, I'm kind of glad that we don't have any Hall of Fame inductees yet. The Native American Tatanka.
All I'm saying.
My second least favorite member of the $1 Million Corporation.
Really?
Who's your least favorite?
Nikolai
Virgil?
Volkov.
Oh.
With the penny sign on his trunks. Because he was
Scotty says by choice. He's bald by choice.
Solid, yeah.
I mean, I wish I'm at the point where I wish I could just bick my hair off and it just would never grow back.
You should just nair it.
Why don't you just wax it?
Ow.
Nair.
I guess nair would work.
Yeah, I'll nair your head.
I think that sounds like a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, we should. You should let me lather your head.
That sounds like
nair.
a YouTube. That sounds like a YouTube situation.
Just lather your head in cremes and lotions.
God,
sounds like a YouPorn situation.
Yeah, we were
cross-platform.
We were discussing that one, Scotty. I don't think that would be your headliner. I mean, you and I were discussing this before Ryan got here.
The Hart Foundation.
The Hart Foundation with Jimmy Hart.
That's a good number 2.
That would be that'd be a great one.
Solid number 2.
I mean, one of the big buzz things, especially because let's also keep in mind we're 7 TV episodes away from WrestleMania, because there's 7 Raw and SmackDowns until Mania. Because I saw somebody today on Twitter say that it's a shame to see that WWE doesn't give a shit about their own Hall of Fame, and I was like, what is it? Like, I was legitimately I wasn't being a Twitter dick this time.
Shocking.
I just said, what do you mean by that? And they said, well, they haven't announced anybody. I go, there's 7 weeks left.
Right. Here's the deal. They've already contacted the talent. The talent's already squared away. It's not like when they break it on, and they care about it this much, Jim, that Sports Illustrated breaks it. And
CBS
Sports
Bleacher
breaks
Report,
it. They definitely
ESPN.
Don't care about it, though. You're right.
If I was a betting man, this Monday, I bet, is when we get our first one.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's fair.
Do they announce the headliner usually the first time?
I think, yeah. So I would imagine that this Monday we're going to get the headlining announcement. Now, obviously, the big buzz, because he hasn't been brought into any match yet, is Undertaker. And let's talk about the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Because
hey, guys, you want to find a reason why you should give to our Patreon? If we get our Patreon up to $25,000, we could rent the Undertaker for an hour.
Yeah,
dude, that'd be a fun show.
Yeah,
we could just rent him.
So TakerMania has been running wild.
Ooh, yeah,
this week. Apparently somebody just read the Undertaker's Twitter bio this week.
As soon as he got a Twitter, I memorized it.
Right. Because it was his booking email address.
Because I'm an Undertaker mark.
Right. It was the address for the booking agent
Yeah.
for the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And I believe it was the same thing on his Instagram.
Yeah, on his Instagrizzle.
So apparently somebody just noticed it this week and lost their mind, and everybody he removed the WWE references from his social media. And then I don't know if somebody had like contacted his booking agent just to find out. Yes, $25,000 per hour for appearances in the U.S. He won't be accepting regular bookings until the summer. He has a 3-night UK tour with Inside the Ropes set for this spring. But like I just had to chuckle because
Can you refi on this house so we can get Undertaker? Thanks.
It's an idea.
Yeah, I mean,
let's talk about it off air.
I mean, you can talk to the boss lady.
Hey,
you know, if
could throw
if she approves that.
How about you go to Ann Arbor? You go to Ann Arbor, have a good time at the big house, and we're gonna get the Undertaker.
What?
That's what you tell your lady.
Yeah.
You don't go.
You send her up to
here.
Michigan.
Oh, I got you.
Right, you send her to Michigan opening weekend.
But doesn't she have to if we're gonna refi, doesn't she have to sign off on that?
Just prick her finger with blood and
I'll email Conrad.
Yeah,
he'll take care of it.
Do you think he answers the phone? Hey, it's Conrad.
If he doesn't,
hey, y'all, First Family Mortgages, Conrad. Hey.
If he doesn't,
I got that backwards.
I almost want to call there. Just and if he doesn't answer that way, just hang. You disgust me.
I really don't. I don't know if he's answering.
I go to Moe's.
Hey, Conrad.
I go to Moe's so people can say, "Welcome to Moe's."
The Linux Moe's does not do a good job at that anymore.
Well, they need to.
I remember
they need to rest.
We went after the first week it was open, and there was one guy you could tell was already sick of doing it.
Moe's,
because it was welcome to Moe's. There's one guy in the back, Moe's. I mean, that would get really freaking old. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, the Undertaker's never had WWE stuff on his Twitter bio.
Do you know what's not getting old?
What's that?
Just seeing Alexa Bliss fawn over EC3.
Oh, I do like that.
Former guest of the show, EC3.
Yeah, just she was just like, huh, I'm gonna.
I mean, to be fair, when he put on the 3 Count Thursday T-shirt, that's exactly how I reacted to it. Ryan and Matt were there.
They
they
saw sop him up with a biscuit.
I mean, look at him.
Speaking of biscuits, I don't know if you've ever been there, but I went to Gus's the other day over in Ephrata.
The diner?
Yeah.
Yes, I've talked about Gus's regularly.
Yeah, I've
with
never
you.
really had a great meal over there. I don't know why.
Woof.
I just never had. I got their chicken and biscuits.
Why are we burying a
fucking
locals?
wow? The best chicken and biscuits I've ever had.
There we go.
Unreal. Don't do their croquettes. I don't care for them, but their chicken.
and
biscuits.
I don't like their croquettes.
I don't. They put carrots in them.
I don't know what a croquette is.
Are you serious?
I don't.
Tim, we're done. We're
Okay,
done.
I gotta
Just get
go.
the fuck
I've been told to
Tim's
leave.
out.
So
No, we'll keep you on this week. We'll
not the tool man
discuss.
on-
We'll discuss
don't
next
feel
week.
bad. Don't let them shame you, Tim. It's not a crime that you don't know what a gross diner food is.
Okay, you at least know what it is,
Right, you know what it is.
but he doesn't like ketchup.
and you don't
so I
even
trust
you don't
him.
even eat meat, and you know what it is.
Scotty, we
Squirt
did
ketchup on the croquette.
Ew.
That's the only way I would eat it.
So
A negative and a negative
A
is a
chicken
positive.
croquette is like a bunch
It's
of
like a chicken
loose
crab cake.
cut up chicken, and a bunch of bread filling, patted together.
So think of a
and then
chicken crab
fried.
cake.
like a crab cake.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially.
Sure.
Like and then some gravy.
So you lost me on the gravy.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, you don't need to put gravy on them.
Yeah.
You can put barbecue sauce.
Now, when you say gravy, do you mean like a
marinara
gravy,
sauce.
or
Like
do you mean
American,
like
like
marinara
American
sauce?
gravy, not tomato sauce, Russ Vitale.
Hey, go get the pasta with the gravy.
And the gabagoo.
The good, very good. Hey.
When did he turn into
So that's just
Quagmire
the
all of a
I
sudden?
don't fucking know. It's Russ Vitale.
I
I love the guy.
God, this fucking show.
Scott, you're going to have to go back, and we already talked
Yeah,
about Orton and
we
AEW.
did hit the Orton AEW stuff.
It was announced tonight it was happening.
I enjoy Scrabble. I'm probably in the minority.
You
there.
definitely are, brother.
No, it's a fun game.
No, not Scrabble. Scrapple.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Flip
Scrabble.
those bees.
So
Don't like
good.
Scrabble.
But yeah, EC3 getting a good rub. Now, the Dean Ambrose losing to EC3 upset a lot of Dean Ambrose fangirls.
Sure.
Like
That's what
he's
happens
doing
when
the
you're on
job.
your way out.
He's doing the job.
Oh my god.
He's doing the job. Like
he lost the EC3 to a roll up.
Now, I would have said he should have beat him clean with his finish. 1, 2, 3, because he's the babyface.
I agree.
But that's just me.
But
that's
like
me picking.
you know, if he's on his way out, you do the job on the way out. Like
Yeah.
it's just time and tested.
Weird for a Hart fan to say that. Move on.
Well, you know,
Wow.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to.
Wow.
I didn't want to lose in Montreal.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
Like,
I was very happy
he
to
is
come
a
in on
Canadian
Monday
hero,
and just
damn it.
hand it
That
over.
fucking degenerate.
It's not the fact that
I didn't know you were such a big Canadian
It's not the
fan,
fact that I
Jim.
didn't want to lose in Montreal. It's the fact that I
How
just
do you, have you even
I just wanted
know
to
me?
hand the
That's fine.
I wanted to hand the title over
I'll talk to Phil about that.
on Monday. I just wanted to vacate the title and go about my business. I didn't want to ruin my money making opportunities.
Hey, Brett, have you heard of
in
the
the WCW?
Hey, Brett, have you heard the wrestler Joey Janela and his girlfriend? I forget what her name is.
Penelope Ford. She's a fantastic wrestler. She would have.
Is she on a fast lane to anything successful?
Me, me.
Yes, she is. That's right.
I don't even know what's happening.
Man, let me tell you something. Penelope Ford.
Unreal.
She's coming forward.
So would Taker be probably the suggestion of the to get back to
Headliner?
where we were talking 15 minutes
Yes,
ago?
to Scotty's
The
question an
headliner.
hour
Would
ago.
Taker probably the headliner?
Undertaker headlines like 3 Hall of Fames back to back to back.
Yeah, if
That's fine with
if
me.
he's going in the Hall of Fame, there is no other headliner.
There's no one else on the Hall of Fame. I think Undertaker should be.
His own
He
separate.
should be
ceremony.
Andre'd.
You should be Andre.
Okay.
I think you do it. I think you do it at
Taker
like
and
Survivor
Kane.
Series
Could you
weekend.
do Taker and Kane together.
You could, but I think Kane is a big enough name and a big enough star on his own that you don't need to set. You don't need to put them in together.
Okay. Could it be Kane's year then? If you're going to keep Undertaker separate
You could do Kane, but then I would feel weird if Kane went in before the
Taker,
Undertaker.
I agree.
Yeah, Taker should go in before. Scotty, your question of will every gimmick of Taker go in, meaning like during the video, do they include the American Badass stuff? Absolutely.
Sure.
One of my favorite Undertaker moments is after WrestleMania X8. So WrestleMania 18, that was him and Flair, right?
Yes.
So WrestleMania 18, up until WrestleMania 18, the streak was not a thing.
Yes.
It was at WrestleMania 18 when he wins that Undertaker puts his hands up and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he counts off his victories.
Wow. Okay. I don't know that I ever picked
Yeah.
up on
So
that.
the streak.
And that was motorcycle? Taker?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was badass at that point.
Because I feel like even like the fist in the air thing, that was a badass Taker.
Yep,
that he's
that
brought
was-
back to this version of
Correct.
the Dead Man Taker.
Correct.
That we never saw him
and
necessarily
the,
do
and
with
the suit, the punching,
the gloves and
the-
right, the striker style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they were going to only like induct like funeral parlor Kane.
No.
And then like motorcycle driving, or I'm sorry, Undertaker, and then
And
motorcycle
because,
driving
too,
Taker.
it's not like that version of the Undertaker was something like the WWE came up with and he hated. Like
It was his version.
right?
him,
That
right.
was all him, really. I mean, by that point, he had control over everything. So,
I can see the Hart Foundation going in though too this year.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
that makes sense.
yeah.
it's
and I
it's
know
a shame it's after Anvil, but
yeah, and I know that there will undoubtedly be people that will be upset that it's not the 5-man Hart Foundation, but I think this is the correct version of the Hart Foundation to get in. I think that the British Bulldog and or the British Bulldogs should and will get in at some point. I think that Brian Pillman should get in at some point. And I also think that Owen Hart absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame. But again, it's the discussion that we don't need to have every year. Like, but Owen's only going to get in probably if the family signs off.
right.
And I don't know that unfortunately, I don't know if we ever see that.
I feel
day.
like most fans would think of the Hart Foundation as Anvil and Brett.
Yes.
And then include a manager if you wanted to with Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
Like I could see that. Like it's a stretch to put a large faction like that in there, I think. But like you said, I think Pillman is deserving. And the Bulldogs are absolutely deserving.
Yeah, because I mean, the unfortunate thing at this point, if you put in the 5, it's still just going to be Brett.
That's sad, but true.
Like that picture after Anvil died, somebody took a picture of the 5 of them and grayed out everyone but Brett. Like that was like, holy shit.
I mean, Hart would be there. Jimmy Hart.
Yes, if they do the original
Hart found, yes.
And I mean, yeah, you don't get to the 5 without the original.
Right, I feel like the 5 was just an extension of that original,
right. So, and again, the other members, I think, all should be in there, and hopefully someday all of them will be in.
And I think of all of the members, and here's another reason why I don't think that they need to be all put in all 5 together. Because I think Owen, Bulldog, and Pillman can go in under their own volition.
Yes, I agree.
Anvil's only way into the Hall of Fame
is somebody else.
Brett.
Yes, right. Is with the Hart Foundation.
With the Hart Foundation.
So and you know that this would because Jimmy Hart's in on his own already, correct?
Is he?
I believe.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
I believe he's a Hall of Famer.
Wow, he would be him and Brett would be the second and third 2-time Hall of Famers.
Yeah, so like I because you can't. I don't think you can. If you're going to do the tag team, I don't think you can put them in without Jimmy Hart, because like that was the whole. That's where that's how the name came about. So
yeah. So here's a follow-up question, and this is for the room. I'm hard pressed to really think of that many people that are left that aren't in the Hall of Fame, that like I would say should be
or like must
be in the Hall, like
WWE Hall of Fame class of 2005.
Jimmy Hart. Okay,
14 years ago.
That's the Hogan.
Think about that. The Hogan class.
That's Hogan, Okerlund, and Jimmy Hart, right?
What an awesome class.
He
lost it.
I did. It's gone.
But yeah, I'm hard pressed to think of many.
It was Piper, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Oh, Piper,
what a class.
Paul Orndorff. God, listen to this class. So it's
Hulk
Hogan.
Early classes were
obvious,
almost
loaded.
all stacked.
Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Cowboy Bob Orton, Jimmy Hart, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the Iron Sheik, and Nikolai Volkov.
Holy hell!
Yeah,
spread them out.
No Coco Beware there.
Yeah, but I'm just hard pressed to like think of like people. Like the big names.
I'm not going to say the one that you and I were talking about before Ryan got here. That's the one that will probably could get in on his own, like by himself. Like you and I were discussing it, and it's because he's still kind of somewhat active sometimes.
I mean, we can still say him. I mean, he hasn't gone in, and all of his peers have.
Right. Well, I wasn't going to say it because we were discussing it. I was going to see if Matt or Ryan hit that one, but.
Who's the biggest glaring omission of a person who has not gone into the Hall of Fame, but everyone else in his era has?
That's a tough question.
Or next to ever. There's one other person in that era that hasn't.
Well, probably Evan Courageous.
China.
I was going to say China.
Yeah, that China makes absolute sense.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know how.
Well, I said his. So.
Well, I mean,
how insensitive are you?
It's 2019, dude.
Did you assume someone's gender?
I didn't assume anyone's gender. Tim, you can't be assuming things. 2019, bro.
You assumed it was.
I assumed you knew what.
Him.
I assumed you knew
they.
what a chicken croquette was. People are wrong. We can move on. It's not a big deal. I forgive you.
What superstar or WWE personality? There we go.
Personality
that is missing, because I mean, it's not just for WWE superstars.
Yeah, that's true.
That's also very true.
I always forget about the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame too.
Well, Cindy
they haven't done that the
go
last
in.
couple of years.
Haven't
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Oh yeah, I guess they did put.
I mean, he was coked out of his mind probably. but Kid Rock-
Isn't Marissa Margolis?
Cindy
Martin, not Cindy Margolis, the other one,
Cindy Lauper,
the chick with the chick who just had
Marissa Menounos.
Maria Menounos.
There we go.
Is she in there?
I think she might be.
You look that up. I don't think that's a.
Is Andy Kaufman in?
He's not. But I don't. I think that's one of those that's like a weird line because I don't think he ever did anything with the WWE. Like, I mean, he was strictly with Lawler's Memphis territory. And I get, like, you have some of, like, there was one couple of years where we've put in a Japanese superstar that didn't actually work with the WWE.
Sure.
Because it is kind of a wrestling Hall of Fame, but I as much as I would love Kaufman to go in there, I mean,
I think you can make a lot of arguments for people like, and especially if we're talking about like dead people. No offense, but like
sure,
people that have passed on. I think Pillman like is an obvious one. I think Bam Bam Bigelow deserves to be the Hall of Fame for his great work in ECW.
Yeah, I saw people go, "Is this your Demolition Kit?" No.
Demolition, I believe, deserves to be in there.
They deserve to be
in
there.
But you also just sued the WWE.
Right. Anybody with an outstanding lawsuit against the WWE, not going to be put in.
Hey, we'll give you a ring. Just drop the lawsuit.
Yeah. Like.
So, celebrities. We had Kid Rock. 2017, we didn't have anyone. 2016, we had Snoop Dogg.
I knew there was at least 1 year where they didn't have one.
2015, we had Arnold.
Okay.
2014, we had the epic celebrity talking about his mother.
He's still talking.
I love my mother.
I love my mother.
I love my mother on President's Day. I love my mother on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Like,
I love my mother on the debut of the A-Team.
If they didn't give him the hook, was he just going to do like, I love my mother on January 1. I love my mother on January 2. I love my mother on January 3. And like, was he just going to work through every day on the calendar?
I also love my mother on February 29th. I will wait until that day happens, and then I go to my mother and I say, "Mother, I love you."
Lauper would be a cool one this year because of the tie back to WrestleMania 1.
Trump is in. Tyson.
Of $1 million.
Tyson, Drew Carey, Bob Uecker.
The Uke.
God. The Uke. I'm trying to see. Bob Uecker might be the first. No, William the Refrigerator Perry is a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
Pete Rose.
Oh yeah,
Pete Rose is the first inductee into the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame.
Fantastic, like because you had all the Kane tombstone spots at Mania,
and that was a brilliant idea for McMahon to do that. Like, let's be on put him.
Well, yeah,
in your Hall of Fame. The guy can't give him the baseball one.
Right, exactly.
You know goddamn well that's going to pick up some media attention.
So as far as celebrities go,
brilliant.
Regis Philbin has to go in this year.
Philbin would be.
It's in New York.
Philbin's New York. I think
over Jon Stewart.
I think he got some time with Jon Stewart.
Stewart's not going to die soon.
Easy.
Right.
Let's not speak ill of the near dead.
I hope your plane is delayed.
Wait, who's Stewart? Manifest.
Oh, wow.
I hope your plane is delayed. That's a great callback, isn't it?
That is a fantastic. Fantastic callback.
Regis Philbin, I think Bob Barker, but Bob Barker only appeared once. But Regis Philbin was like a staple of WWE. He did so much for the WWE too. For his when Regis and Kathy Lee, he had Macho Man on, Hogan on, Warrior on.
They had a lot.
Undertaker on, Rick Rude on.
If you're going to do celebrity this year, I think it should either be Philbin or Cyndi Lauper. I think those are the two. Because Lauper had the connection with WrestleMania 1, the rock and wrestling thing.
They're gonna need a reason to strut the brother out too.
Strut the brother out.
The brother.
Yeah,
they need to
solid.
They need to find a way to strut him out.
That's true. Yeah.
But as far as like anyone else in this class, like I don't know for sure. Like glaring omissions that aren't in the Hall of Fame yet that should be obviously Undertaker.
Yeah.
The Rock. Has yet to go in, but he is a.
Whenever WrestleMania comes to Miami, that's the year.
But like those two are like it's not a matter of
The
if.
Rock and Flo Rida and all of the shit that's gonna be.
They're gonna hold the Titan Games at the Hall of Fame.
It's gonna be so. It's just Flo Rida.
Titan Games at Access. But but they're like Demolition, obviously a tag team that should go in. I feel like there's some other older stars that haven't gone in, but I can't really recall any. Like Rick Rude's in. Rick Rude got in, right? Didn't he just get in?
Yeah, his son. I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Rick Rude's in.
Yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh, his son should wrestle."
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rude's in. Boss Man's in. Perfect's in.
Yep. Here's the deal. I think
Warriors
the
in.
will eventually sign Pillman Jr., and that's when we see Pillman go in.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't bring Pillman Jr. in.
I mean, dude, like, did you watch the video of the MLW tapings? Like, that place, the fucking roof blew off that place.
Yeah.
Like for the new Heart Foundation in MLW.
And Pillman Jr. is only like a year and a half into wrestling.
Yeah, it's
so
fucking
young.
bonkers.
Yeah, a lot of green there.
I feel like that's a guy we should reach out to about the podcast.
I'd love to.
That'd be solid.
I'd love
That whole trio.
And like Brian cut me right down the musical stylings of Flow Rider.
Sorry, you speak his name and the music
Sorry.
comes
He say it 3 times in a row into a mirror.
And then he threatens Heath Slater backstage at a WrestleMania. But as far as that, like, can any of you guys think of any? And this goes out to the audience at home too, watching along on our Facebook page. Like, what's a glaring omission? Oh, and aside from like Owen, Bulldog, those guys, like
yeah, like I said,
one that you thought who's somebody you think was in the Hall of Fame but probably isn't, or someone that should be in the Hall of Fame. You can do tag teams, celebrities, singles, people.
It sucks. I mean, it's a tough. I could realistically see a scenario where somebody like a Tatanka is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Is absolutely.
I could see it. Like it absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to put the Godfather, and the Papa Shango, or the Birdman into the Hall of Fame. Why Tatanka? Why would you take that off the board?
Scotty says Billy Gunn, and I'll branch off of Billy Gunn and say DX.
Yeah, I think Billy Gunn can get in on his own. I think he goes in with DX, but
I also don't think he goes in right now.
He's not going in over the next 3 years.
Until they buy out
AEW.
What's left of AEW in 3 years.
Yeah, like that's unfortunately Billy Gunn's gonna hold that back.
Yeah,
because I also think that's the only way that Road Dogg gets in.
I agree.
Unfortunately.
Unless they put in Jarrett and the roadie.
Yeah, like
which Jarrett set a record on Raw this week.
I heard what
longest time
between Raw matches.
Yep,
it was
17 years.
The old record was set by Zeb Coulter, 16 years, 3 months, 23 days. The new record now is 19 years, 4 months, and 8 days by WWE Hall of Fame. Oh, well, yeah, he already got in.
Yeah,
So
he's in.
Sorry, Road Dogg or Roadie. 19 years, 4 months, and 8 days between matches on Raw.
He was in last year's class, wasn't he?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
he was last year's class.
19 years apart in matches.
I also need to start
his
thinking
punches
about.
are crisp too.
I need to
Dude,
start
he's got a
thinking
good
about WCW too.
His punches are
Oh,
crisp.
that's true.
Arn Anderson needs to go in.
Well, and I think this year too.
Are the Horsemen in?
They are in.
So Anderson is already in.
Technically, yes.
So wouldn't you see Anderson?
Devin,
go
I
in
love
as a
your
brain
spirit,
buster?
man, but that ain't gonna happen.
Who?
The Rockers.
Yo, I mean, yes. Shawn Michaels could be the first ever 3-time Hall of Famer.
The Rockers aren't getting in. I'm sorry.
They revolutionized the tag team division in the WWE at the time.
It could happen.
They were never tag team champions, but they had that phantom tag title
They
reign.
had the Phantom ring with the
at
rope
Saturday
broke.
Night's Main Event.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't get me wrong. I love the Rockers. The music still pops me.
Marty
Like
Jannetty is a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, multiple-time tag team champion with 1-2-3 Kid.
And if you put Coco in there, man.
Like,
well, I guess that's true.
Now, Coco Beware, while he was not much to talk about in the ring, he is just as much responsible for the success of the rock and wrestling era, because without him, Pile Driver is not as big of a success. I mean, it was Coco Beware who sang the title song for the Pile Driver album.
Okay, and the Pile Driver album is something that we, regularly talk about, so you're right.
Well, do you know what else we don't talk about very much? Cyndi Lauper, and people want to put her in too.
I want to put her in.
Yeah.
We just have like These themes are so
We're
good.
the rockers, hey. We're the rockers, hey.
You know what? There it is. I'm going to say Jim Johnston. That's who
Jim
should be in
Johnston.
the Hall. That's who should be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
That's my omission.
Well,
Yes.
well done.
That's good.
That's
Fink,
it right there.
But if
Fink needs to go in.
I thought Fink was already
I
in.
think Fink's in.
Is Fink?
I think Fink
Yeah,
is
he
already
is.
in. Now I agree, Jim Johnston, but apparently, like, if the rumors of the end of his time with the WWE were not the greatest, I guess it's not even rumors because I guess he was on Jericho's podcast or Austin's podcast and said that it was kind of an unceremonious split at the end. So I don't know that. I think he would get there eventually. I would hope, but I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. Matt, did you have one that really glares out at you besides the one that we already ones we already mentioned?
I mean, the one that always sticks out to me is China, but aside from that, clearly it's going to be Drew Carey.
He's already in.
He's already in there. Yeah, he's there.
It was supposed to be a joke anyway.
Oh.
So, fuck you
Sorry.
guys for not laughing at it.
Well, I didn't think Drew Carey was that funny either. Jim Carrey was hilarious until he started doing serious movies, and it was garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. Jim Carrey.
Did you see that? The next PPW show is going to have Brian Pillman Jr.
I did
taking
see
on Sean
that.
Carr.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, talk to the boss. Try and get me away on Valentine's weekend to drive to Hazleton.
Yep,
That's
good.
probably not happening.
It's a date.
Is Valentine's weekend a thing?
Well,
I don't even
Valentine's
know.
Day is on. The Valentine's Day falls on a Thursday.
I'm not married.
I gotta work.
I gotta work.
You guys have like school the next morning that you have to get up early for?
Work.
You can't go out to dinner?
It's Valentine's Day.
I mean, we have the podcast that day.
That's true.
That's a fact.
Bring your partner to the podcast day. I gotta drag my rickety girlfriend from
Playing this
Delaware.
beautiful new entrance music. I guess it's all up to good old Stone Cold. Here's to the greatest love I've ever known. I'm burning up in your love, your love. What? Burning up in your love, your love. What? Burning up in your love, your love. What? Burning up inside your love.
It's a great theme, by the way.
Man, that made me emotional. Stone Cold's got to go. I got something in my eye.
I got something in my eye. Like, it's, yeah. No, the actual theme is very good, too, and I'm sure we'll hit that on that Valentine's Day show.
I mean, I don't think we've enjoyed like a clip like that since the guys that sang over the Roman Reigns song.
Oh my
from
God,
Brock Lesnar.
Reigns.
When we found that music, that was one of the best days, truly, just ever. That was one of the best days ever.
So around the table, which one was better, the Lesnar one or the Reigns one?
Ooh, that's tough.
I do not know the Brock Lesnar one.
Roman Reigns, I think.
I might have.
While you're looking it up, Pat McAfee signs with the WWE today.
Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is here. Yes, Brock.
You started over again?
Brock Lesnar is here. Yes,
Go back. Let's go. I'm so happy Tim hasn't heard this one yet.
This beats Roman Reigns.
Yes, Brock.
Bro.
Haven't even gotten to the hook.
Brock Lesnar is here. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is here. Yes, Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is here. Accept the daisies. I contracted to accept the daisies. I contracted to accept the daisies. I contracted to accept the daisy isn't here. No, accept the daisy.
And then just to remind people,
The daisy. The contracted to accept.
go.
Roman Reigns, the guy with the biggest pecs. Roman Reigns, the guy who has lots of sex. Roman Reigns, the guy with the wettest hair. Roman Reigns, the guy who just doesn't care. Roman Reigns, the guy with a lot of class. Roman Reigns, the guy who will kick your ass.
I forgot about this part. I'm taking Brock Lesnar. I'm still taking Brick Lesnar.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, good stuff. Tim, man, I'm so happy that that you hadn't seen them before.
Brock.
They did do like a couple other ones that just weren't nearly as good as those two.
Yeah, like I think they attempted a Seth Rollins one. But yeah, those ones
Those
were
were the standouts.
Were absolutely the standouts. But yeah, I think we hit some of the real obvious ones. Now this year being in of course, New York, New Jersey. Like I think this is the year where you get some of the ECW people, maybe like where the Dudleys already went in. Like I think you could get like a Dreamer. Well, no, I guess is Dreamer's working with
Impact.
With Impact now.
RVD can go in.
Oh, that's a name we haven't heard in a while.
Do you have to pass a drug test to get into the Hall of Fame?
Nah, man.
Okay,
if
that's
Sheiky
good.
Baby got in,
yeah, that's true.
Now, there's
is the Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the Hall
Duggan's
of
in.
Fame?
Duggan is in. He got in.
He was in
the 04 class.
Yeah, I think he was in one of those older classes.
That's the only Hall of Fame ceremony I have never watched.
Like one of the best ones.
I know.
Wow.
Because I never got the DVD. So starting with WrestleMania 21,
yes,
the Hall of Fame came with the WrestleMania.
Yes, with the DVDs.
But in 2000 or WrestleMania 20, it was sold separately, and I never got my hands on it.
Okay.
I'm very sad about it. I think it's on the network.
Who do you think is the posthumous inductee this year?
I'm staying with Bam Bam.
Yeah, I could definitely see Bam Bam being that close to Asbury Park. Like if it's not China, and I don't know that it will be this year.
I mean, if
does China get in on her own, or
who does Trump think should go in? Does Donald Trump have an opinion?
I don't know. He might.
China.
Okay,
there it is. Is Honky in? The Honky
No,
Tonk
but
Man?
I don't think he has a good relationship with
currently
the E at this point.
Honky Donkey Man.
Mysterio.
Do we think does China get in on her own? I mean, she should.
Yeah.
Let me preface that
absolutely should.
Without question.
She should. But do you see her actually getting in on her own, or is it tied in with DX?
I think if you put her in with DX, it's cheap.
I agree, but
I think you can put her in with DX, see how everybody feels, and then 2 years or 3 years
well,
after.
I think everybody feels mad that she won't get in on her own. I mean,
you can put her in on her own then.
Yeah, but I mean,
in 2 or 3 years after you
yeah.
feel how she is.
I think everybody.
I think they have to know, like, she has to go in on her own rather than with DX. Like, they have to know how bad that would look if they did that.
Yeah, because I mean, every year she doesn't get in, I think that the cries get louder that she's not. So like, if they don't know, like they're extremely tone deaf.
Did Vader go in last year?
He didn't. And it's a shame he didn't. He could be this year. Like, here's the thing: the fact that they had the opportunity
and didn't
to put him in when he was alive, because with the knowledge of the fact that he was on borrowed time, I think it looks so much worse if you put him in this year.
I agree.
Like, oh, he's dead now, we can put him in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that gets a terrible reaction from people, and it probably should.
I agree.
But I think
I'm quickly looking into some of the names that may not be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna go with Bam Bam. I'm with you, Ryan.
I think Bam Bam should be.
Tim, Matt, who do you guys think could be the posthumous this year?
I mean, I think that the two that were already named, China or Bam Bam, have to be the options.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't count Jim Neidhart.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, obviously, I think Brett inducts, Natty accepts. I guess it'd be the other way. Man, that's tough. Or
Natty accepts.
Or do you do Jimmy in Ducks?
Jimmy and Ducks, Brett and Natty
Accept. Yeah, I think that's the best route.
I think that would work.
That's the best route.
That's a guy that I can absolutely make the argument for. Paul Heyman.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, that's solid. New York, New Jersey, obviously the ECW tie. And I think also some of the ECW
Taz I could see.
I mean,
I'm on a page here that's like listing a few.
And I don't want to break it down to the the media aspect of it, but Taz is on CBS Sports Radio every morning. Like that's a good play from a media standpoint.
That could be your CBS link.
Yeah.
Taz announces his own Hall of Fame.
Taz and the Moose every morning, and he still does the Taz wrestling podcast thing every so often. Oh, Elizabeth.
That's a solid one.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately, you're getting to a point where a lot of the ones that are obvious omissions are no longer with us.
Right.
Like that's the saddest part is that late 80s to mid 90s group that was so full of just spectacular candidates. The ones that aren't in, and even obviously before the 80s, but a lot of those folks are not with us anymore. And it sucks because there would have been some awesome speeches and things like that. And unfortunately we just don't have them anymore.
Alex Wright.
No, I wouldn't say him.
Is there?
I would say the Steiner brothers.
I'd say because you're and Scott's with TNA right now, Impact right now.
Yeah.
So,
Harlem Heat.
That'd be. I was gonna throw this one to you, Tim, because you're more the WCW guy. Is there a WCW omission currently that stands out to you?
Lex Luger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lex isn't in?
No.
Oh my God.
Lex Luger.
I ever really realized that.
Because his WWE career was very forgettable.
Dude, he slammed Yoko.
Well, he did.
There was a whole summer built around it.
The Lex Express made up for the Narcissus.
The Narcissus gimmick wasn't great, but
yeah, but
one of the greatest songs ever in WWF history.
Yeah, I'll be your hero.
I think I have it somewhere. I swear.
I mean, probably Evan Courageous. I'm stuck on him. Oh my God,
this is so good.
This is so 90s too.
This makes me. This actually might make me cry on the air.
Oh shit!
Here we go. You don't have to pay for this for Patreon. This is free.
Like
that's powerful.
Yeah. I believe this is Rick Derringer.
I think so.
He did Hogan's thing too, right?
Yeah, Real American.
This summer, the summer of the Lex Express was badass.
Through these eyes you could do no wrong.
Sing it to me.
I love that this show has just evolved down to
this is clips. It's
like
the
greatest hits.
What about it?
You were my hero. Hero.
Get to it, man. Get to it.
You were my hero.
I feel like this needs a little drum.
Oh.
That's America.
That's so good.
If they triggered some fireworks at the 4th of July to that song, I am done.
I'm gonna try, dude.
I feel like I know a guy that could help that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you can put,
if I can hook this up, it may be one of the greatest.
I would sit in the middle of fucking Lititz, Pennsylvania in July with goosebumps.
Yes.
It could be my finest hour.
Could
it
you
really
please?
could.
And then I need to
look. It just hit me now thinking about it.
Crap! It's there.
It's there.
It's running up his arm.
It's also running down his leg.
It's crashing down, hurts inside. But yeah, Luger for sure. WCW. Because Dusty's already in. Nash is in. Hogan's in. Hall's in.
And look, I'm going to say this one.
The NWO is not in.
Eric Bischoff needs to go in.
Bischoff needs to go in. Look, I'm going to say this.
Bruce Pritchard needs to go in.
Pritchard needs to go in, and it's in New York, and it's not going to happen. But Vince Russo needs to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh God,
Corny,
bro. I don't know.
Corny. No, that's right. Corny inducted the Rock and Roll.
Rock and Rolls.
But I think Corny's on good terms, as good a terms as Corny could be with somebody.
Yeah,
do it now before he pisses them off.
Right.
I can't. They didn't put me in the Hall of Fame again.
Well, he's not going to put over AEW, so
well, that's true.
Also, Christian is not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit,
Christian is not.
Yeah, he should be.
By the way, the Edge of Christian show is fantastic.
I know. I need to catch
season
up.
2. Or
apparently,
season 3.
the last episode, the most recent episode, is like the best episode they've ever done.
Oh my god. Dude,
I don't know if anything's
I'm
better
so behind
than...
on everything, even stuff like that I watch that my wife doesn't, because for whatever reason, when I was off on Monday and it was like 55 degrees out, I went, I'm going to watch 13 Reasons Why.
Great show.
Yeah, I watched the entire first season this week.
Loved it.
Heavy.
And I'm watching the Ted Bundy tapes.
I've heard that's really good.
Devin throws Goldust out there. Goldust will be in at some point.
Goldie,
is he officially is he retired or is he still recovering from injury?
What if he's the major WWE star going to AEW?
Holy fuck!
He knows a guy.
I heard
he does know the Young Bucks. You're right. He knows them.
I was going to say Hangman Page.
Is it too early to induct Gritty into the Hall of Fame?
No,
from WWE.
He actually went in Inception.
Yeah, I was going to say I actually think he was inducted upon
birth, automatic birth into WWE.
As soon as he stopped.
Did you see what
he
did to a Penguins fan yesterday?
No.
He like hogtied a Penguins fan with an electrical cord.
Perfect.
At some like event.
Love it.
Perfect.
It was fucking amazing.
So good.
Like, Gritty's.
We don't
the best.
deserve Gritty.
No. This world does not deserve Gritty. But I feel
Gritty.
I feel
Gritty 2020.
I feel like Gritty's orange counterbalances the bad orange. You know what I mean?
Gritty 2020.
it's countering good and bad in the orange.
He makes the orange right where it goes again. I love the 3 days of hate for Gritty.
What's that?
I love the 3 days of hate for Gritty.
Yeah.
What the fuck
when
is
he was
this
first
ridiculous
like,
looking?
In the holy hell. And then like he dumped a giant bag of popcorn on a Rangers fan and everybody's like, "Oh, this is good."
I was cool.
Fanatic who?
Well, here's the thing. I was against Gritty until
you just fart.
No, I was rutching.
Oh, he rushed real hard to the one side. I thought he was busting ass.
Yeah, I was anti-Gritty until the Philly Fanatic like basically hugged it out, and they gave him the sign of approval.
So Nick hasn't joined us since we've moved to Studio L. He asked where the round window is, and by round window he means the
mirror,
oval mirror.
That is that upstairs?
It's in the building.
Oh, it is.
We should put that somewhere.
That would be fun.
We should put it behind us.
Nick. It'll be back,
but
just so they can see my fucking bald spot.
The other one.
Talked about this.
Like we'll throw it in the corner or something. Nobody puts baby in the corner. But well done, Nick. Like tonight's show
and
is
that's a Dirty Dancing reference.
Tonight's show is this weird conglomeration.
It's a hodgepodge
of like impressions, music clips, and like throwback shots. Like it's.
Yes, it is.
This is a great.
I feel like this is an upgrade over the other set, though, too. Like this is a much better.
Oh, this layout.
This layout is
absolutely
so much better.
And like eventually, once studio is finished and complete, it'll be even better. But
crawl before you ball.
Yeah, let's go to some form of the run sheet here.
I don't even know where we're at anymore.
I don't know.
Dude,
Coach is starting to be released for the XFL. Did you see that?
The first coach.
The first coach for the Dallas team.
Dallas.
How exciting.
Pep Hamilton, who was the offensive coordinator at Michigan, is believed to be announced for the Washington, D.C. franchise. So I feel bad for them. And like they're doing head coach / general manager.
They are.
So the Dallas one is a good splash for the XFL.
That's a recognizable name.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Which is very good. I think that's important. I mean, Pep Hamilton was Andrew Luck's offensive coordinator at Stanford, so it's not like he's the worst coach in the entire world. But I feel like Dallas, Bob Stoops, Washington D.C., Pep Hamilton is.
Right.
They also had to, like, the AAF had, like, first pick, and they got some big names.
Oh, absolutely. So
I mean, they got Mike Singletary, they got Steve Spurrier.
They got the old ball coach. They got Dennis Erickson. And there's obviously
Neuheisel.
Yeah, there's
Where's Dennis Green?
That's he should totally be in the XFL.
Am I fucking right?
Are you
kidding me? The post shows with fucking Denny Green.
Go ahead. Can you go ahead? Can one of you two? Don't tell him, Matt. Can one of you two Google Dennis Green for?
Is he dead?
Google.
Oh, is he in
Dennis
jail?
Green? And tell me why it's not going to work out. Just go ahead.
Rip died in 2016.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yo, dig him
at
up.
first I thought you were just trying to
Dig
be
him up.
funny.
Dig him up.
And then I was like, oh, neither of you know.
Well, you could have just had me with like
more
guess who
talent, more talented than the current Washington Redskins coach.
Well, that's not
The
incorrect.
corpse of Dennis Green.
Yikes. Sorry, Denny.
During Raw this past Monday, an advertisement aired in Canada that announced the first ever international superstar shakeup take place April 15th and 16th from Bell Center in Montreal. So, Raw and SmackDown in Montreal. That's where the shakeup is happening.
International shakeup.
So,
International. Oh, because it's
in Canada.
Canada.
Right. And anything outside of the
That's
United
fair.
States
That's
is
fair.
international. Thank you, Ed Stilk. So
wonder
does
how
the-
drunk he is right now.
Probably extremely. So I imagine at least for the time being, we're still seeing brand split.
Fuck, I can't believe Dennis Green died.
Yeah. Brand split.
Yeah. So
I'm fine with that.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they could always like blow the whole thing up in the summer and just combine everything going into this fall. But
When is this happening?
April 15th. So after
the
Mania,
week after
the week
Mania.
after Mania, which I think that
Christ.
was the
That's
same
last
last
year.
year because I think Vince announced it the Raw after Mania that
I just love it when he comes.
I'm gonna shake it up,
You're gonna shake things up.
shake it up.
So the Raw after the Raw after Mania.
A lethal dose.
Yes,
Because the Raws after
poison.
Mania are in New York.
yes, I'm gonna.
Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
Oh, that's solid.
The player's gonna play. I want some football.
Like I think you need to get some heavy hitters on the SmackDown side.
Yeah.
If we're gonna
Seth Rollins.
if we're gonna stick with the brand split, which it looks like we are, you got to get some heavy hitters over there before October. My early prediction on that is Ronda Rousey. Ooh, Ronda's going to be on SmackDown because of the UFC Fox connection and all of that. Like,
Except UFC is on
That triangle.
ESPN now.
well, yeah, but I get why they used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
But I mean, like,
Shut the
used
fuck
to
up!
be.
This
They used
show
to
is
be.
so off the
That's
rails.
so bad.
My fucking
My ass hurts.
I love it.
my fucking brain
Hey,
hurts.
Charlie Throw is here. Hi, Charlie.
Charlie.
Fourth quarter earnings report came out today.
A lot of money.
Trash.
Yeah.
WWE's going out of business.
Yeah, for everybody that thinks that, and again, this is not a shot at All Elite. Like, I am excited for All Elite. WWE is not scared. WWE is not worried.
WWE's just gonna go to Saudi Arabia again in May and make a boatload of money again.
That kind of got revealed this week. So
Oh, come on.
I'm not going to watch it. I'm
that's fine.
Keeping on my laurels of never watching that show.
That's fine.
That is
I will
fine.
never watch it.
But like everything they're doing and all of these monies that is keeping everything alive.
That money still spends.
Blood
baby.
money, baby.
It washes out.
It does. It does.
Revenues in the fourth quarter increased 29% to $272.5 million as compared to the prior year quarter. Operating income nearly doubled to $53.4 million. Let's see here. Network averaged paid subscribers increased 7%.
That doesn't even count the upcoming TV deal.
Right. That's just from the fourth quarter. For the full year, revenue increased 16% to $930.2 million. the highest in the WWE's company history. Operating income increased 51% to a record of $114.5 million. International revenue increased 58% to $317.8 million from $201.3 million the prior year, the highest in the company's history, and the first time international revenue has exceeded $300 million. WWE completed agreements with the USA Network, NBC Universal, and Fox Sports effective October 1st, 2019, which increased the average annual value of its U.S. distribution to 3.6 times that of the prior deal. Of course, produced new large-scale international events, Greatest Royal Rumble, Crown Jewel, and Super Showdown, and content across platforms, including the first all-women's pay-per-view and the launch of Ms. and Mrs. on the USA Network. Digital engagement continued to grow, with video views up 57% to 31.4 billion, and hours consumed up 77% to 1.2 billion across digital and social media platforms. That's why we have talked about numerous times that
ratings don't
traditional
matter.
TV ratings don't matter as much as people want them to, as much as Vince Russo wants them to.
You got some more numbers for us, Ryan.
I did, just real quick. The WWE stock,
yes,
Jim, is trading at 83.51.
Okay.
That is more than JCPenney's stock, which is not a surprise.
Right.
Here's the deal. JCPenney stock
Let me
right
guess, higher than Sears, too.
1.33. So Penny's is trash. Nordstrom, Best Buy, Kohl's, and Target. The WWE, this little shitty wrestling company that's going out of business, has a higher trading value than those large-ass corporations that we just mentioned. And obviously Walmart's on a level of their own. For some reason, Home Depot stock's like stupid expensive. It's like $158.
Yeah, Home Depot, Amazon stock is
Amazon's fucking atrocious.
Apple, Google, all that jazz.
The
Amazon stock price right now, 1,614. Just
growing.
Yeah. No, well, actually, it had a rough day. It was down 25 points.
Oh, 25 points.
I know, right?
When you're in the thousands, what does it matter?
And here's the thing. The WWE stock peaked in September of last year at 96.73.
That's what Walmart is trading at right now today, and that's a big fucking corporation.
Right, 96.73. So you're only down 13 points.
From from your
from
high.
the company's highest peak.
Christ.
Like you go back to May 30th of 2014, they were down in like the 11s. I mean, even at the start of last year, you were at 33 at the beginning of January. Like you've gone up over 50 points.
Should have bought some stock back there in 2016.
Yeah.
I should have bought some stock when they first went public.
Yeah,
I probably should have done that too.
Yeah,
but again,
then I get invited to the shareholders meetings.
The WWE is doing just fine.
Could have met Sonny.
Yeah.
The WWE doing just fine.
By the way, did anybody ever figure out who won the Sonny sweepstakes in Lancaster?
The doctors of Lancaster.
Nice, Lancaster LGH.
Yeah, LGH. Effort of Pinnacle Health.
Good dose of
I have it
penicillin.
on good terms that she had a very peaceful night.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo.
Coming off the top rope.
And splash. No,
former NFL star Pat McAfee has officially signed.
I didn't see that on the run sheet when I blurted it out earlier. I apologize.
It's okay with the WWE. The All-Pro, this is from the WWE.com announcement. The All-Pro punter turned kickoff show analyst. I almost said analyst. Jesus God. This day can't end soon enough. Analyst for NXT revealed on his podcast, The Pat McAfee Show, that he's officially signed with WWE.
Sorry. Okay, hold on. It's breaking news, Jim. Look at this.
Breaking news here.
Is that gonna hit? I'm not even.
No, don't even. No, we're not going to share it with the audience.
So, the top message or the bottom message.
Okay.
Bottom.
That's good. Let's throw that up on the Patreon.
Oh, that's gonna piss people
Let's
off.
throw that on the Patreon.
I can crop out some stuff.
Michael Cole was the guest of honor who helped break the news, confirming that McAfee became a contributor with the company as of February 1st. Cole said, the future's bright. It's not just going to be kickoff shows anymore for you. You've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, I hope. McAfee played in the NFL for 8 years as a member of the Indianapolis Colts. He retired in 2016 and pivoted to broadcasting. He most recently appeared as a sideline reporter for Fox NFL Sports in late 2018, but he's been very vocal about his longstanding dream to work in sports entertainment, even notoriously incorporating WWE-centric taunts into his game in the NFL. An interaction with Adam Cole in an NXT live event put him on Michael Cole's radar, which started the process that inevitably brought him to the WWE. So, I mean, I'm curious to see what he's going to do beyond, beyond just being part of the pre-show panels. So, he brings a large audience with him. Obviously, the NFL background. I think, the Pat McAfee show, and he was with Barstool for a while, and the whole For the Brand thing.
Any recognizable name.
Yeah,
good stuff.
It's good stuff, and he's a guy that I think a lot of people pay attention to. So this is a fun hire. This is a fun hire for the WWE.
Good for him living out a dream, man.
Exactly.
Like that's what we all want. Everybody wants it. So kudos to him living his dream.
Speaking of hires in the WWE, I believe they're currently hiring writers. So again, for anybody that
thinks they can do
better. Go ahead. We posted the link a couple days ago.
We have, yeah.
Click it up. Send your resume.
If you know anybody who thinks that their brand of wrestling is better than what's
we're also
currently
looking for
out
some
there.
fresh talent here, so send us some help.
Oh, jeez.
Has my injection into 3 Count Thursday gone stale already?
No, I didn't say that. I mean, if you feel guilty, then maybe.
I mean, I don't.
It hasn't. I mean, you do the impressions fine. So
fine. You are backhanded compliment. Fine.
You're doing fine over there.
Like a pat on the head.
Tap taparoo.
You do.
You
do okay. You do
good.
You do. Oh, I missed this music, by the way. Can we just throw this out there?
This is good. You know who would have loved this? Dennis Green.
I do miss the old NXT music.
As it comes for me, comes.
Whoa, all right. Tim's thrusting. It's time to shut this shit down. Anybody have anything else to add before we start wrapping it up? Gross.
They sang it, not me.
Ryan, anything?
No, just follow me. It's RYNE. Go. I don't tweet enough. Follow the shows. 3 Count Thursday. Sorry for Dennis's Green's family for bringing him up tonight. I didn't mean that. And
me too.
Right.
Thoughts and prayers. Prayers up.
Prayers and Dawson's for Denny Green.
Matt.
They are who we thought they were.
Matt, who is the...
I forgot we still had Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. We didn't even talk to you very much.
It's been a weird fucking night. He just
fell asleep with the phone.
I've chimed in when necessary.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of garlic in the sauce, but you know
when
it's
the
there.
baby comes and he calls in, it's just gonna we're just gonna hear it's his nap time.
It's napped right.
It's like, babe, I got a pie.
My escape.
There you go, Matt. Who is the Instagram woman of the week this week?
Instagram woman of the week is Bree Aikens, rising star in the CZW scene. If you're in the Philly/Jersey area, make sure you're getting out to the CZW and WSU, which will be returning, I think, April, May, one of those 2 months. So WSU, a long-awaited return coming soon as well.
Absolutely. Matt, are you coming out to the Pro Wrestling Day on Sunday?
I will be there.
Nice. So that's 4 confirms. If we can drag intern Mark from the Hershey Park entranceway memorial, I think we may, for the first time, have all 5 of us at a wrestling show on Sunday. So that's going to be exciting. Lots of social media stuff gonna be thrown up there on Sunday. But Matt, I guess we'll see you Sunday, man.
Yep. See you Sunday. Have a good weekend otherwise, guys.
All right, you too, bud.
We'll see you then.
All right, Tim, run it down. What do you got?
I'm going to bypass all of my personal plugs other than just at Not the Tool Man, wherever you can find me, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. That's it. The rest of my time is going to National Pro Wrestling Day. this Sunday. Show starts at 3. Show starts at 2. Doors probably at 1:30. At TELUS 360 in downtown Lancaster. It's right across from the square near the Lancaster Convention Center. You can't miss it. It's going to be a fantastic event. Season 20 of Chikara kicks off. Then it's going to be a fantastic evening. Just to run down the card again, the other match that I missed, the Campeonatos de Parejas, the tag team titles on the line as the team of Princess Kimberly and the Whisper take on Crummels and Defarge. We also have Penelope Ford taking on Still Life with Apricots and Pears. That's Penelope Ford with versus Still Life with Apricots and Pears. We have the team of Jeremy Leary and Blanche Babish. They're a wonderful tag team taking on Murloc and Oceania. Oceania may be someone that some people may find very familiar.
Absolutely do.
Officer Warren Barksdale will be taking on Hallowicked. In a 4-corner tag, we have Los Ice Creams.
I love ice cream.
Yep, Los Ice Creams versus the Proteus Wheel versus Bird and the Bee versus the Colony. We also have the Cyberhawks 2000 versus Fist. And Missile Assault Man taking on Juan Francisco de Coronado. That is a free show, FREE, free show at TELUS 360 in downtown Lancaster this Sunday, 2 p.m. bell time. Of course, the 3 Count Thursday squad's going to be there, ready to go. I'll be there in my green ant mask. It's going to be a good time. We hope to see you there. And if not, it's going to be airing and streaming live on independentwrestling.tv. So if you don't have a way to get out there and you want to be able to watch that and get a subscription, if you want to support independent wrestling, that's some of your best ways to do it. Independentwrestling.tv. Use the promo code Edgar sent me for 20 free days. Gives you access to the entire catalog of independent wrestling.tv.
Yeah, and there's no excuse to not get there. Like it's supposed to be sunny and 36.
Right. Take your car, ride a burro, take a plane, Uber.
If you live in
walk.
If you live in the Lancaster area, you can take public transit. The buses
Bus
comes close.
Yeah.
You can Uber. You can Lyft.
You can ride a horse and buggy.
Yeah. There's
so many
plenty of
reasons.
nice Mennonite people around here.
Yeah, there's no excuse to not be there.
And there's no excuse. I'll even go so far as to say there's no excuse not to watch it. In some form or fashion, either being there live or for those that live too far away, like obviously Scotty's on the other side of the nation.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
And the internet. It's a wonderful thing. IndependentWrestling.tv will have it streaming live. So you can't miss it. You don't want to miss it. It is wrestling's holiday, National Pro Wrestling Day 2019, TELUS 360, this Sunday, 2 p.m. bell time. We hope to see you there.
So, Ryan, I shared the video to my personal Facebook page, and Bryce Remsburg himself noticed your shirt.
Super.
So it paid off.
Thank you.
It paid off
I
for
made
you.
it tonight. I've worn this shirt in public. And like older ladies are like, I love that show. And I'm like, I do too.
And you're like,
and they just clearly don't read it. They just see the logo and assume it's The Price is Right.
Kiss was on The Price is Right on Monday.
Oh, really? That sounded like it.
They were. They were on because one of the prizes of one of the games was.
What's your favorite Kiss song?
Going Blind.
Oh, that's such a good song.
That's a good one. Notable songs that people would actually be aware of. Nobody knows that one.
I know, it's my favorite.
Which is awesome. Is
Thank
Black
you for
Diamond?
that.
Black Diamond.
Plastercaster.
But a guy won. The guy won. You fly round trip from L.A. to Louisville.
Okay.
You sit VIP for the Kiss show in Louisville. Then you fly in the Kiss jet with the band to Detroit. See the show there, and then you fly back to L.A.
Hey, there you go.
So
it's a once in a lifetime.
I said that's probably one of the very few ways you're getting Big Jim on a plane is if I'm on the Kiss jet with Kiss.
You'd be drugged up enough, you would never.
Oh yeah, definitely drugs. Like if you can get me on the Kiss jet or the WWE jet, I'm probably gonna fly.
There it is.
Those are the two. Those are the goals.
Planes ain't that bad, man.
No. Planes
He's watching Manifest. It's never going to happen.
Planes aren't bad. Plane crashes real bad.
Oh,
That's the
come
problem.
on.
That's the problem.
So are car crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Train crashes.
There's you ever see my fucking fat ass on a train either?
No.
Hey, more people.
This guy almost lost an ankle walking out of a Burger King, and you're gonna sit here.
Burger King is dangerous. Look, all I'm saying is more people walk away from a car crash than plane crashes.
More people are in car crashes, Jim.
There's also more cars on the road than planes in the sky. So
there's more sky than roads.
Ooh, there is more sky than roads.
Right, but again, I'll take my chances on the road.
What about the dusty roads?
Like there is a such thing. There is a such thing.
Take me home.
Like a minor car crash is a lot less damaging than a minor plane crash. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Like once
dude
planes
landed a plane on the Hudson River and everybody was fine.
And my fat ass can't really swim all that well either,
oh,
Tim.
that's your fault.
Yeah, Jim's a.
How about you fill the tub up and
Jim's
start
a
doing
sinker.
laps?
I did that once, and my wife got very, very angry. So
the tiles are all wet.
He displaced
why
a
do you
lot
think
of water.
there's goddamn holes in the ceiling?
Ventilation.
That's gonna do it for us.
Is that what you're planning on?
What? Oh, renting in third mark. That's going to do it for us this week, folks. Thank you for listening. Thanks for sticking with us through that fucking show. But make sure you check out our website, 3countthursday.com. Also, visit our home network, NGSC Sports, as well as the sponsor of this show, Alicia's Pillows and Things. You'll be able to find home decor at great prices. You'll not be able to find anywhere else. You'll get pillows, stools, full body and neck pillows, all featuring your favorite sports teams, kids' favorite cartoon and movie characters, and much more. Log on to ngscsports.com, find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage, and place your order. Nominate us daily while nominations are open at WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Also, again, 3countthursday.com, all of our social media, all of our merchandise, our discount codes, and much more over there. Until next week, stay safe, stay smart, go for the pin.